The writ petitions can dismiss, but however, with further direction therein, there is, however, no order as to cost. Copy of the judgment be sent to Advocate General Office, Secretary, Housing and Urban Development Department to remain careful in the issuing of further future brochures of the Development Authority in the state of Orissa, at least taking care of the observation in the matter of restriction indicated in paragraph 13 herein above.
My lord, I may be excused, my lord. This is out of court list matter, my lord. This is
And so 1.5 months time was granted. But in the meantime, my lord, government has been pleased to comply the order, and accordingly the persons
At the submission of Sri Ghosh, learned counsel for the petitioner, by producing material, Sri Ghosh brings to the notice of the court that in the meantime, there has been implementation of the order dated 13/2/2018, passed in WPC 5321 of 2014. For there is implementation of the judgment already. This court finds there is no cause of action surviving to entertain the review petition any further, which is dropped accordingly. आरो केसटा भी से
हाँ दीटा को समान
आरोटारे कोन एई
सेम वे रे माने समस्त एप्लिकेंट थिले तापर रीट गवर्नमेंट आस्थिला गवर्नमेंट हारिला तापर कंप्लाई करिया पे ऑर्डर पास
खाली केस नंबर टा ऊपर टॉप
नोशनली समान को अपॉइंटी बोले 97 तो देखै चंती रिवाइज हे की सब
हमर कंटेम्प्ट थिले खाली एरिया टा
ड्रॉप कर देबे
कंटेम्प्ट अछि
कंटेम्प्ट आसी तक ना भी बाहर ने मो पाकर फाइल भी नहीं कंटेम्प्ट अकॉर्डिंगली कंटेम्प्ट
हमर एरिया टा को दे देवाले
कंटेम्प्ट आ कोन हो छी तो करिसालेनी कहउछ जे आपण फर्दर कॉज ऑफ एक्शन जदी कोन थिबो करिवे
रिव्यू टा ड्रॉप हे गेले से हमको दे देबा रिव्यू टा खाली
यस यस कंटेम्प्ट रे लेख फॉर देयर इज ऑलरेडी वर्किंग आउट ऑफ द डायरेक्शन इन द रीट अपील हला cause of action if any survive, petitioner is to approach under appropriate remedy. Area thibo jodi execution file करो
से ऑलरेडी तांको पाखरे अछि
हां
ऑलरेडी तांकर ऑर्डर हे जे
तो आजकल लाइव होउची
माइलर
yes this bench live telecast आरंभ होला
माइलर
live streaming be careful here after whatever you are submitting I will be also be cautious
माइलर
so therefore don't invite me to tell anything
माइलर
Item number 3.
your client might be sitting away and looking to your performance
माइलर
my performance nobody can doubt.
Well, in fact, I got the information regarding compliance from the original counsel who has become a state counsel by now, Mr. Sujanaran Patnaik. He informed me that after getting the information that they have been given.
So for item 3 is concerned, my lord, I am here at VC Puri, my lord. On behalf of the Dinamodan Naik, I humbly pray, my lord, I may be allowed to argue, my lord, because he is ill, my lord. So far the case is concerned, my lord, please make a glance to the annexer 3, my lord. Running page 14, my lord. In that annexer 3, the ADM was pleased to allow revision in favor of the Krishna Chandra, my lord, in favor of the Krishna Chandra Sahu, my lord. Accordingly, as per annexer 3, Krishna Chandra Sahu being absolute owner, my lord, sold out the suit land.
Mr. Panigre, make it clear, is any proceeding pending before the Tahsildar?
My lord, so far the lease case is concerned. In lease case, the order of the lease was challenged before the ADM. ADM was confirmed the lease in favor of the Krishna Chandra Sahu. And meanwhile, Krishna Chandra Sahu sold the land in favor of the present petitioner by annexer 1.
Now, where from you are getting the right for correction of the record of right?
My lord, my lord, I pray for comply the order passed by the ADM, my lord, by Tahsildar, my lord.
ADM order annexer?
Annexer 2, my lord. Please make a glance. Annexer 2, running page 14, my lord. Operative person order.
Please read the third but last para.
My lord. So far, in view of the last para, my lord, in view of the facts indicated in the above discussion, there is ample evidence to prove that the lessee Sri Krishna Chandra Sahu was eligible to get land on the lease in the year 1974. Hence, the lease sanctioned by Tahsildar.
Therefore, this gives you a handle to go for settlement.
My lord.
Go for a settlement.
My lord, my lord.
Okay, all right, Mr. Ghosh.
Again.
Come to page 14 again.
Yes, I've seen.
There has been sending of this copy to the Tahsildar for correction of ROR.
Yes, yes.
Why are you not correcting?
Your lordship.
How many years you will wait? This is the direction in 2006.
Yes.
So if not worked out and if there is no legal impediment, you work it out.
Yes.
At the submission of Sri Panigrahi, learned counsel appearing on behalf of Sri Dinabandhu Naik. The petition involved the following prayers. Taking this court to the order relied on Annexure 2, page 10 of the brief. Reading through the observation of the ADM Bhubaneswar in appeal, the Panigrahi claims once there is allowing of the appeal and the records are sent remitted to Tahsildar Bhubaneswar for correction of ROR, there is no occasion on the part of the Tahsildar concerned sitting over such matters. On the premises that the appeal order was passed in 2006, Sri Panigrahi alleges there is inordinate delay in working out of the appeal order. Sri Ghosh, for the matter being taken at fresh admission stage, unable to respond to the allegation of the petitioner for having no instruction at hand, considering the rival contentions of the parties. This court, through Annexure 2, finds land revision case number 614 of 87 has been disposed of long since with the following pencil mark portion kariba, page 14. Okay, reading the above, this court find unless this order is taken out in any higher forum, the authority remain bound by such directions. In the process in disposing the writ application, this court direct the Tahsildar Bhubaneswar to find out if the order in lease revision case 614 of 87 in Annexure 2 is remain unchallenged as of now, and in such event to proceed for preparation of the corrected record of right. Entire exercise be completed within a period of 2 months at least. 2 months from the date of communication. The free copy of order be handed over to Sri Ghosh for appropriate communication.
Item 4.
May I please, Lordship? My lords, this matter is already covered by my lord's judgment dated 12/10/2022. I've given a copy to the court.
Just before, be on mic.
My lords, this matter is already, similar matter has been heard by my lords and a judgment has was passed on 12th October 2022. My lords have passed on a copy.
Okay. What is your case here? You see coverage of that order.
Yes, my lords, identical facts.
My lords,
Very
the
similar.
era of my lords conceding and my lords goes in view of this instruction of these two things. The era of my lords conceding a matter, my lords, that area goes, my lords.
So you sharp copy.
No,
Like he has a
I've gone through, yes, sort of copy, I've gone through
So
that.
do you want
Well,
time for
But
instruction?
no, not, my lords, may direct the secretary to examine this and to dispose of the matter in this light.
My lords, on similar,
No, in that event, I am to hear them, madam. I am to hear them. He is lost in instruction. So either now these are all live streaming. Therefore, you can't say that this case is covered by this or not. Unless he takes instruction or goes through.
That is the problem.
So, yes, all.
7 days time, my lord, 7 days time. my lord.
My lord said, let them fix a time because BDA, if you don't fix a time, nothing happens. It's one of the scariest organizations that I've ever dealt
no.
with.
What he suggests and I am also proposing, Mr. Mahanti, it's a fresh case.
Yes.
Okay. Now you see coverage of the case by the judgment you are extending.
Right.
Okay. So let me give a direction to the development authority to consider your case. Take into account the applicability of this
Because
judgment.
tomorrow morning I receive a call from a clerk asking him to go and see him to pay money. I have received 10 calls from clerks in the BDA.
Pardon.
I have received at least 10 calls from the clerks in the BDA demanding bribe. It should not be called the development authority, it should be called the Bhubaneswar Corruption Authority.
Then let us do one thing.
Manoj,
Let us wait for 7 days time.
very well.
So
So
let him
exactly.
file a small. In the meantime, you also examine if this judgment covers.
No, sir.
It squarely
Okay.
covers, my lord. It squarely
That
covers.
is exactly, my lords. I understood my
Right.
lord, my senior says something, but I understood, my lords, the secretary, I can't, my lords, accept that allegation.
But You can consider his complaint.
Well,
But exactly, my lord, that
So
is what I said.
therefore,
I'm not speaking, it is.
therefore it has to be taken
It is
with
the
all
clerks.
seriousness.
That is what exactly, my lords, I said.
It has
My
to be
lords,
taken with all seriousness.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Because these people, some level, they are busy in all this.
No, my lords, I was to give, I will appraise the secretary
Just
about
find
all
out,
these things.
find out. Had the submission of Sri Mahanti Senior Counsel along with Ms. Panda and Mamta Tripathi.
Manoj, Lordship may avoid my name, I'm the party.
This court also.
I'm the petitioner myself, so Lordship may avoid my name.
My lord senior is the petitioner.
It's his
I recorded your presence
Yes,
No,
but,
yes.
with Madam Tripathi.
but not senior counsel, just.
Why?
But I'm the petitioner.
Not to mention, my lords, not senior counsel, my lords, because he is appearing for his case.
My lords.
I'm the
He is the
petitioner.
petitioner.
For some time.
He is the petitioner, my
In
I
this
is
case.
That's why he
petitioner, so
says-
I say senior advocate.
lords.
My lords, it's okay. I mean,
He's a
he said-
senior advocate. You are designated senior advocate.
Yes, I knew that.
So. Along with Tripathi, hello. You see, the Anand Mahapatra appearing for the okay, see, Mahanti, however, seeks coverage of the case with the judgment of this court rendered in WPC 12489 of 22.
Yes.
See, Mahapatra and counsel appearing for the development authority, however, seeks 7 days time at least to go through the judgment and take appropriate instruction. Okay, all right. This matter will be listed on. It will come again on 10th of May.
10th will be all right.
My lords may keep it to 11.
So since
My lords
11th.
may keep it.
change in the
11th,
there is-
My lords may kindly keep it to 11th. I'm in personal difficulty, my lords.
Pardon?
My lords may keep it to
Next
11th.
day, 11. Okay, 11.
All right.
11. You get one more day. What is that? Yes, now since things are open, you file small
Right,
affidavit
right.
if required.
I will take care.
Item 5,
May I pray, your Lord? In 2001, I purchased a piece of land, 58 decimal of land. It was mutated in my name.
Okay, my mic को आपको
In 2001, I purchased 58 decimal of land and it was mutated in my name to that extent. However, in the Bhul Lake, there has been a shortage where the area has been reduced to 32 decimal. So I filed a miscase before the
right. You have a mutation case pending.
No, my lord. I have filed a miscase for the challenging the reduction in the Bhul Lake. That has been rejected. So I went in appeal. The appellate court, your lordship directly come to appellate court's order. Page 51. And the relevant is the lordship is at page 52. Last paragraph, madam. Under the above fact and circumstances, the impugned order passed by in mutation miscase number so and so is set aside.
Set aside.
The case is remanded to the court below for fresh disposal. The Tahsildar Bhubaneswar is directed to dispose of the
So
above
that
miscase.
remand proceeding you want to
Is
be
still-
targeted.
Yes, my lord.
It when it was done.
The 21.
21, no, why they are sitting over such matters? All right, I had the submission of Sri Rathor, learned counsel appearing for the presidency goes. Learned AG. Petition involved the following years. Prayer. background involving the case is being agreed by the order of the Tahsildar in mutation miscase 5698 of 20. Petitioner appears to have preferred an appeal registered as mutation appeal 92 of 21 on the file of Sub-Collector Bhubaneswar. This appeal has come to be disposed of by the order of the Sub-Collector dated 31/12/21, thereby in setting aside of the order in mutation miscase 5698 of 20, there is remand of the proceedings for fresh adjudication by the Tahsildar. Sri Ratha, in this circumstance, and taking this court to the date of order passed in the appeal, order of the appeal, submits in even 1.5 years has passed in the meantime. There is no further progress in the mutation case. Okay, Sri Ghosh, however, has no information on the status of the mutation case for the matter being taken up. आप लोगों ने आगु कहीं नो नांती instruction 28/3 ରୁ फाइल हेलानी केस ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଦିନ ତଳେ କହିଥିଲି advocate general को भी କହିଥିଲି there should be setting up of a section.
जो मैंने कि
Yes, the moment you
Instruction-
received the
instructions
brief,
from-
you would have been with the information by now. Okay, this court find the petition was filed in 28/3/2003. In the meantime, almost 1.5 months passed. Considering substantial loss of time in the disposal of writ application, this court directed the Tahsildar Bhubaneswar to bring a lawful disposal to the mutation miscase 5698 of 20, pending before it on the remand direction by the sub-collector in disposal of mutation appeal number 92 of 2021. At least completing such proceeding within a period of 2 months from the date of communication of order, however, involving party likely to be affected.
What your lordship suggests is exactly for which LMS has been introduced.
Pardon?
What your lordship suggests that once it is filed and they should take instruction, that is why the LMS system has been introduced. So that every officer get the notification of what is the case filed against them.
Absolutely. How will inform kariba? Yes, yes. Activate that section.
The similar matter was disposed of, given the order on 27th.
Item 6.
Dates and copy.
आगे
Same date,
Same
same
annexure,
annexure,
same
everything.
Same. The part plot.
All right, same order.
Okay.
Item 7.
8 na?
Yes, 6 wala.
6 wala. Data file पड़े लगी. Oh, no. Right.
For demarcation.
Yes, item 7.
Demarcation case, the petitioner has applied with
Mic out के तोड़ो को. नहीं तोड़ो को.
For demarcation of case, the petitioner
Annexure 4.
The petitioner has applied with requisite fee and which case has been instituted annexure 3 page 11, page number 29, page number 11. Thereafter, the application has submitted representation.
No, what you are claiming compensation?
No, my lord.
Demarcation.
Demarcation.
He has applied for demarcation
Demarcation, only demarcation.
on 27th of February.
Item 7 na?
Yes, ma'am.
Annexure 4 is pending.
Yes, ma'am.
Annexure 4 to demarcation, no?
No, his annexure 3 you lordship may kindly have.
Annexure 3.
Annexure 3 is a demarcation.
Yes, acknowledgement slip.
No, then how collector issues such acknowledgements?
Tahsildar.
No, annexure 4C he is claiming for compensation.
No, you lordship and Purto ke Binro to Anudu.
ठीक है, mic level रे वो करंतु. Otherwise very difficult to hear you.
He lordship I say last. Enu एणु आपनको कृतज्ञ विनीत अनुरोध करे कि घटना को तदारख करी या प्रकृत चिन्हटा हमको जणाई दिया गेला आमे माने प्रकृत
Then why the collector or sub-collector will do this?
So तहसीलदार member your lordship has submitted application to तहसीलदार
Then you go for a mutation application. What is this representation submission? No, you go for, there is a system, there is a format.
system your lordship the petitioner applied for the तहसीलदार
Huh?
petitioner is applied for the तहसीलदार
ନାଇଁ ତହସିଲଦାର କୁ ମାର୍କ ବି ହେଇଛି annex
No,
3
no,
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ
no. Jao. Why should this procedure be
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ
adopted?
ସେ ଯୋଉ ପିଟିସନର ଆକ୍ନୋଲେଜମେଣ୍ଟ ସ୍ଲିପ ଟା ଯୋଉଟା ସେଥିରେ ଅଛି ତହସିଲଦାର ହିନ୍ଦୋଳ କୁ
तहसीलदार
ଅଫିସ ଟୁ ହ୍ୱିଚ ମାର୍କ पेज 11
तहसीलदार
Why
apply
are we
करी
reading? Page
पेज
11.
11 annex 3 ସେଇ ଯୋଉ ବକ୍ସ ଟା ଭିତରେ ଅଛି କେସ୍ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ବି ପଡିଛି
हां तहसीलदार हिंदू
ତାପରେ ଅଫିସ ଟୁ
all
ହ୍ୱିଚ
right.
ମାର୍କ
All right.
ତହସିଲଦାର ହିନ୍ଦୋଳ
ଆରେ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ବୁଝିଲି ଯେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସେ କାହିଁ ବୁଲେଇକି ସେପଟରେ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି?
डायरेक्ट
ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ କହିବା କଥା since it has already been
This system should be abandoned.
yes
System, what was the necessity of your going to collector?
straight away he could have approached तहसीलदार
You could have directly approached this Tahsildar.
तहसीलदार अप्रोच है
All
लॉर्डशिप
right, be that as it may. Right, like our question involved the following prayer. It appears based on request by Danesha 4. There has been endorsement of the dispute by the sub-collector Hindol to the Tahsildar Hindol for undertaking appropriate exercise. This court observed in the event the Tahsildar Hindol is in receipt of such demarcation case, should bring lawful disposal to the same, but in the involvement of the party likely to be affected by completing entire exercise at least within a period of 3 months from the date of communication, and in the involvement of party likely to be affected is. Yes.
Item 8,
Please, my lord, I may please, my lord, one passover, my lord, to after lunch. After lunch.
ଆପଣ ଗାଉନ ପିନ୍ଧଛନ୍ତି?
Yes, my lord. Must.
ଗାଉନ ପିନ୍ଧଛନ୍ତି କି ତଳେ କଣ ଖୋଜୁଛନ୍ତି?
My lord,
ଗାଉନଟା କାନ୍ଧରେ ଥିବ ମୋ ତଳେ କଣ ଖୋଜୁଛନ୍ତି?
hotpot ରେ my lord, just passover,
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁଟା କଣ? ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁ କଣ?
my lord, ଜ୍ଞାନେନ୍ଦ୍ର କୁମାର ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ.
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ନାଁ?
ଜ୍ଞାନେନ୍ଦ୍ର କୁମାର ତ୍ରିପାଠୀ.
Gyanendra Kumar Tripathi. Sri Gyanendra Kumar Tripathi on VC without proper.
My lord,
This court imposes cost of rupees 2,000 to be deposited.
my lord, I'm sorry, I may be.
Where from you are arguing?
Bhubaneswar, my lord.
Bhubaneswar, all right.
My lord, I may be excused, my lord.
To deposit.
I just forget, my lord. Sorry.
2,000 in the Red Cross, District Red Cross Fund for that. Hello. Okay, on submitting the deposit, the matter shall be listed for admission.
So, my lord, I may be excused.
Please, I may also be excused. This may be my 100th order on this issue. So I don't find any other mechanism.
My lord, I'm sorry, my lord.
Next.
Item 9,
Item 9, my lords, kindly have a glance to the Sabak settlement record of right, my lords. Sabak settlement record of right. This land has been recorded as Puratan Patita.
Yes.
Thereafter, my lords, during Hall settlement, it was recorded as my lords Godia. Pond and Godia. For that, my lords, my vendor, my lords, they have preferred a revision. Kind of a glance to Annex of 3, page 42. Page 42, my lords.
Yes.
Annex, we preferred a revision under section 15B. The learned commerce commissioner in consideration of all the facts. Last paragraph, page 43, last paragraph. Page 43, 43, my lords.
43.
43.
Yes.
Considering the claim of the petitioner and after perusing the relevant documents as available in the case record, I am inclined to direct Tahsildar Cuttack Sadar, Cuttack cause due field inquiry, making halls have a correlation and change the classification of hall suit plot number 465 and 911 from Godia to Puratana Patita as per Sabak record of right published in year 1931 and disposed of the matter in the light of the above observation with the following
Then you came to High
differences.
Court. Then you came
Then
to
perhaps I came before the Honorable High Court.
High Court. What High Court?
High
did?
Court said that you immediately comply the order of the commissioner, the order passed by the revisional
Okay.
authority.
15B
page
order
40.
directed to be complied.
Complied, page 48, para 5.
Then what happened?
Thereafter, what happened, unfortunately, the Tahsildar took up the matter, that is at page 55.
But he is not authorized to change the nature.
No, there is a lot of authority to change the nature. Settlement authority, those who have changed the nature and character, that was wrong. That is what we prefer revision. Revisional authority said that you correct it, making a field.
Consider and correct.
Consider and correct. Thereafter, Honorable High Court directed. Now, Tahsildar rejected on the ground. Well, kind of a glance to page 56.
But there should not have been a direction to the Tahsildar to enter into such subject.
Yes.
He himself could have done it. But anyway, he has directed and Tahsildar acted upon in view of the direction of the Honorable High Court. Now, well, kind of a glance to page 56.
66.
56, man. Correct, paragraph, the third paragraph.
Yes, on verification.
Of the available records and orders passed by London Additional Commission Settlement, such and such in plot number such and such, the petitioner prayed for correction of this. This is the prayer. Then, my lords, the Tahsildar rejected on the ground. My lords, kind of a glance to page 57, 57. On the ground, referring to Tapan Kumar Das and the Prasant Das, my lords, this case, my lords, deciding that Jalasa Kisam of land on all these things. In this connection, my lords have already given two judgments. That one is Durga Charan Naik, the another one is my lords Bhuti Bhushan Pati. That this.
No, you had a previous preparation of record of right in different status.
Well, not me, my lords, the vendor. In settlement, it was the original record says that it is Puratan Patita. During settlement operation, it was wrongly recorded as
So
Goria.
therefore, it was to be corrected only.
Corrected only.
There is no necessity of remitting the matter even.
What do you mean? That of course they have made a detailed observation and then said that you.
So I said maybe in one of the judgment I said they have misunderstood the issue involved.
Issues involved. That is what I have given these two decisions. I have also given a copy of that judgment. Two judgments, not one judgment. Mr. Bhuya was conducting a case, and another prior to that, another.
I said the section 15B had the limited role to find whether to trace the status of the land and direct for correction.
Yes, here in this case, my lords, they directed for correction. Now, here in this case, my lords have categorically held that you are misinterpreting Prasant Kumar Das case.
Right. Then yes, what do you say?
My lord, kindly see the page 57, last para.
Then Mr. Mahapatra, you have to challenge the 15B order even.
Yes.
So 15B order, my lords, remanded.
No, it could not have been remanded.
Should not have been, it could have directed categorically.
Yes.
That I understood, my lords.
Yes.
Now, question is that the Tahsildar acted upon that, and Tahsildar said, no, not for revision, not for the region of the revision, but for the region that Honorable High Court in the earlier cases directed. That is what I am.
Not a case covering at all.
That is exactly my case.
That's your point. Then you are not challenging the Board of Revenue order even.
I am not challenging Board of
You have
Revenue.
to challenge that.
We have to challenge this, but fact remains here in this case, Honorable High Court said, and
That's right. Listen, I am to take out Tahsildar order. I am to take out the Board of the 15B order. I will remit with the specific issue that you just find out the trace in the status.
There, my humble contention is this. I purchased that land. My vendor mailers have filed this revision. Now I cannot file a revision.
No, I will permit you
to file a revision.
Yes, you have stepped into the shoe of the vendor.
That is what exactly I filed a miscase and I said it before the Tahsildar. Tahsildar has not rejected on any other.
That loses jurisdiction, Mr. Mahapatra.
That loses jurisdiction. But here in this case, in a
therefore,
that is correct. But fact means kindly have a glance to that Tahsildar has refused this only on the ground, wrong interpretation of the judgment.
No, I don't want to give a wrong judgment, Mr. Mahapatra.
I understood,
I make it
my
clear,
humble contention.
I will not approve Tahsildar interfering in such matters.
No, not interfering. But I humbly say,
dealing with even.
I humbly say Tahsildar should decide it with reference to judgment.
No, it has no jurisdiction. It has no jurisdiction. The order of the board, 15B has to be taken out.
No, sir, order of 15B, my lords.
Yes.
Again, my lords, I
You
am
bring
referring.
an amendment, you bring
Yes.
an amendment.
I will bring an amendment, my lords. Okay,
You
all right,
bring an amendment also involving challenge to that.
yes.
So I will say this order, he should not have for the trace available. He should have himself decided what was the
He
trace.
decided that. He decided that.
Decided, then why has he
Only
remitted?
15
Then
section.
my orders are also there to
Yes.
this extent.
Yes.
Once he has come to know,
Hmm.
find the trace, he should have himself decided instead of remitting.
Yes. No.
ତାକୁ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଏଠି ସବୁ ଏଠି 15B ଟା ହଉଛି ସୁପର ତହସିଲଦାର
Super Tahsildar. Right. Right.
ସୁପର ତହସିଲଦାର
Minor
କାରଣ
section is there.
ତହସିଲଦାର ମାନଙ୍କର ଏତେ ବିବେକ ହେଇପାରିବନି ତେଣୁ ସିଏ ଗୋଟେ ବସେଇଲେ IAS ଅଫିସରକୁ ବସେଇଲେ ଆପଣ 15B ରେ ଏକ୍ସରସାଇଜ କରିବେ
Hmm.
He should have applied his mind instead of remitting.
Yeah.
My orders are also to that
There,
effect.
there it is on merit also. I only, I will take 1 minute time. He, the
ଆପଣ amendment ଆଣନ୍ତୁ
ହଁ,
ମୁଁ ତହସିଲଦାର order set aside କରିବି 15B order set aside କରିବି and if I find trace then I may allow the writ here.
yes, ma'am. I will file it, sir, next time. Next Monday, ma'am. I will-
Yes, yes. The repetition, Sri Mahapatal and the council appearing for the petitioner brings request to bring amendment to the writ application involving challenge to the 15B of OSS order also. ମୁଁ 15B ରେ ଯିଏ ଆସିଛନ୍ତି ତହସିଲଦାରକୁ ରିମାଇଣ୍ଡ କରିବାରେ ମୁଁ ସେଥିରେ କହିଛି no you being a super ତହସିଲଦାର
That you have to
should have
decide.
decided.
You are conclusively you have to decide.
There was no business in remitting
Right.
the matter.
Minus of
That
set.
is one set of order.
That is settled.
And second set of order ହଉଛି Mr. ଭୂୟାଙ୍କର
Hmm.
ଯୋଉଥିରେ ମୁଁ କହିଲି
Aye.
ଯେ ଏ ଜଜମେଣ୍ଟ ର ଆପ୍ଲିକେସନ ସେଠି ନାହିଁ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ପାରାଗ୍ରାଫ କୋର୍ଟ
Yes,
କହିଛି
yes. Dita judgment. Two judgments. I have given these
କେବେ
two-
ଆଣିବା କେବେ ଆଣିବା
Monday, my lords.
next Monday. All right. Matter be placed on next Monday along with application if any.
Right. Judgments, two judgments may be kept on record.
Yes, the judgments
Cited.
claim to be covering the case of the petitioner be kept on record.
And the present petitioner is the election petitioner, my lord. He filed an application for recounting of votes and production of ballot paper. And that is rejected, my lord.
Production of
Ballot paper, my lord.
at what stage?
Evidence is closed, my lord.
Evidence is closed, but the rule says it will be called if the court satisfies that there is a reasoning for recounting.
Well,
So let that stage come.
my lord, lordship kindly turn to,
This is no stage.
my lord,
Evidence closed is no
no
stage.
stage, my lord.
Therefore, I can give you liberty. What is the stand he is taken? What
Court
is the ground for rejection?
Ground is at page 50, paragraph, last paragraph. Without hearing argument from the parties regarding.
He is absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So therefore withdraw, you will be, or I am rejecting. I'll give you opportunity in the argument if a finding is arrived.
But
it needs a recounting, then only.
the court may call for the result sheet also. A result sheet ta magi dei paribe. Lordship judgment.
Why not at this stage? Everything at that stage. What was your core allegation there?
My lord, lordship kindly turn to page 16.
How many vote difference?
Only 2 votes difference, my lord.
2 vote
My
difference.
lord. I am relying upon the judgment of your lordship, recent judgment.
My judgment. I know, all right. I know that. One vote difference was there.
2 votes.
2 votes. No.
2 votes, right?
Popular Rath, counsel for petitioner.
Mr. B.K. Ball was the counsel for petition.
No. There is another judgment, 1 vote even. It had 2 votes. All right.
2 votes.
Listen, now if I stay the proceeding, then it will be unnecessarily delayed.
My lord.
Unless notice is sufficient, it can't be. Yes, B follow it, this is one judgment. This has not been challenged, but there is another judgment. I have taken note of all
the
judgments.
judgments.
That is,
Jagdeep Singh Dhone sabu jaka heichi.
for one side, Mr. Profuller Rath was arguing.
My lord. Lordship has very
At
rightly
the
held in the last.
submission, yes, you will be granted liberty to move at appropriate time. At the submission of Sri Tripathi and counsel for the petitioner. Consider the submissions at admission stage involving an issue for calling for ballot box.
Ballot box. Ballot box is already called for, my lord. But
Ballot box already called for.
Lordship, kindly see the
Then what
past.
do you want now?
Now the recounting, my lord.
Huh?
Recount.
Recounting only.
Only recount.
Recounting, no, it's only after finding comes in. Where is your application?
Application at page 41, my lord.
Please read your prayer.
It is therefore most humbly prayed that your honor may kindly be pleased enough to direct opposite party number 1 to produce all the polled ballot papers of ward number 2 and 13 to 16 of
But
Konkoda.
you are saying the ballot box is already called.
Ballot box actually, my lord, ballot box is preserved, my lord.
Reserved,
Okay.
then it is all right.
Page 45.
Okay, all right. Yes, involving a petition requiring production of polled ballot papers of ward number 2 and 13 to 16 of Konkodapala Gram Panchayat, along with result sheet and report regarding alleged rejection of votes. Considering the request, trial court, it appears, rejected the application, finding it premature. At the time it was moved. Sri Tripathi has a fair submission that there has been ensuring of all these documents. And the move of the petitioner was made prior hearing. Gone through the findings of the trial court and find there is no outright rejection of such claim except rejecting entertainability of the application at the moment it was moved. This court finds there is reasonable order requiring no interference. However, the petition disposed, however, observing in the event there is finding favoring the petitioner for recounting, application, if any filed at that point, may be considered. Like এটা ফেরি এটা রଖିଥାନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ପାଖରେ ଆଉ ଥରେ କେତେବେଳେ ଦରକାର ହବ କିମ୍ବା ଏଇଟା ସେଠି ବି ଦରକାର ହବ ଆର୍ଗୁମେଣ୍ଟ ପାଇଁ ଆରଟାକୁ ବାହାର କରନ୍ତୁ ଆରଟାରେ I have given sufficient indication what is the stage for recounting.
Item 11.
Direction will be given to the OP number 1 and to restore the miscase, my lord.
Pardon?
My lord.
What is your prayer? You challenge the dismissal order, annexure 4. What are you challenging?
Direction be given to the OP number
Mic
1.
ତଳୁ କରନ୍ତୁ. Mic ଟା ତଳୁ କରନ୍ତୁ.
My lord.
What are you challenging?
Restore karantu, my lord, please to restore to OP number 1, direction to OP commission, additional commissioner of OP number 1 to restore the miscase.
Why don't you file restoration application there? It has been dismissed for non-prosecution.
My lord, process case no 22 of 2000.
କେବେ ହେଇଥିଲା କହିଲେ? 22 ରେ. Take notice then, let us hear the any private party or it is only against state? प्राइवेट पार्टी किए अछंती सुनतु आजिकली लाइव टेलीकास्ट हेलानी आपण ह्यूमिलेट होंतुनी
My lord.
you
Private
have to be
party,
prompt now
private party के नाहंदी.
प्राइवेट पार्टी नाहंती केंति कहउचंती
ना,
आपण ओएसएस केस रे
OSS रे
आपण एटी ना
OSS रे अछंती my lord.
हैं
हाँ,
आ नाहंती अछंती कोउटा सत
OSS केस रे अछंती
जेडा आपण महकिलो देखुतबो केस जे हसिबो आपण को उत्तर रे
my lord.
तो प्राइवेट पार्टी अछंती
My lord.
हां so therefore let you take notice let them appear thereafter the some order okay the petition involves an expert order of rejection of the this is section 15B of OSS Act proceeding
15B of OSS Act.
considering private party involvement there this court is inclined to issue notice accordingly direct issuing notice
Obliged.
requisites as undertaken in the manner as undertaken.
Item 12.
My lord.
Yes.
In this matter, my lord, the petitioner is challenging the
Please,
impugn.
please, ठीक है पढ़ंतु सेठी जो लिखा है आगे पढ़ंतु समझते कौन लिखा है से कागज रे आ सी गेडा थिले माइक तळु कर देले आपण डेगा आइले ऊपर को नेले मते सुबीबो कोन मु सेट में लेखा मारलेनी आ गोटे लेखा मारियो हां मरा इ तो सेकेंड आ गोटे मारो
Adjust मतलब the petitioner is challenging the impugned order dated 4/5/2022 as annexed in Annexure 9, my lord, as well as the recent notification dated
Annexure 9 टिके आपण पढिले फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ टा
my lord. 71, my lord. Whereas a task force was constructed by GA department by the order dated order number so dated so to examine report of alleged irregularities by allotment and allotment of multiple land, house or flat to one applicant. My lord. As whereas the task force by its report dated annexures 1A at serial number 104 identified Sri Tapan Kumar Sahu, Sri son of Prafullo Kumar Sahu at Talo so
third param
my lord. And whereas the task force is reported to have explicitly mentioned in such multiple allotment of assets as against the spirit of provision of functioning.
I am unable to read.
My lord, I have given the fair copy.
Type copy देइचंती
Yes, my lord.
So आपण type copy रो पढुचंती
मु type my lord.
Sorry,
It's a fair
I
copy.
was asking you to read.
My lord. My lord, the last but one para, my lord, the relevant para, where they have showed the reason why they have, cancelled the plot. My lord, same page, I have marked the same page, 71.
No, this is a proceeding under what procedure?
My lord, there was a task force report.
And task force report, what?
It was not supplied to me. Yes, my lord.
It's a cancellation.
Yes, my lord.
You have to multiple plots.
No, my lord. No, my lord. I have categorically stated on affidavit.
There is allegation of multiple
Yes, ma'am.
plots.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, my
You
lord.
might have denied.
My lord has already dealt with this type of matters and has issued notice and
Take notice, take
my lord.
notice. Issue notice on the question of admission.
And
ଆଜିର
my-
ଜଜମେଣ୍ଟ ପଢିବେ ଆଜି ମୁଁ ବି ସେ ଲାଇନ ରେ ଜଜମେଣ୍ଟ ଦେଇଛି
My lord.
ସେଥିରେ କିଛି ଅବଜରଭେସନ ରେଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ସନ ଆଣିଛି
My lord.
ନୋଟିସ କରିଦିଅ ରିକ୍ୱିଜିଟ୍ସ ଆକର୍ଡିଙ୍ଗଲି as undertaken ଏଟା ମିଷ୍ଟର ମହାପାତ୍ରଙ୍କୁ କପି ଦେଇଦେବା ପାଇଁ କହିବ ହେଲା both parties are directed to maintain status quo in respect of the plots involved therein. Dita ka plot ro lekhi ki diyontu.
My lord, this is a house, my lord, dwelling house, my lord.
Dwelling house. Dita ka ghar re dita ka dwelling house achi.
Only one, my lord. I have never ever given possession or given the second plot which has been alleged to. Only the plot
All
number
right,
D47.
which has been cancelled by Annexure 9.
My lord, my lord, D47
LIG D by 47.
My lord.
To maintain status quo in respect of the house LIG
Their housing scheme.
47. Till further direction.
Highly obliged.
Item 13.
May I please, your lordship? My lord, the revision petition was filed for correction of ROR, which was published on 23rd April 2001. The delay was as because 5I proceeding under the OE Act was pending. After disposal of that as abated, revision was filed. Your lordship may kindly see annexure 3, page 33. Your lordship may kindly see the order.
Yes.
That it is not maintainable.
No, this was a 15B proceeding.
Yes.
15B proceeding under what foundation?
On the foundation that lease was granted by the ex-intermediary near about 4 acres of land. Only these plots have been recorded in favor of the government, other lands are recorded in our favor. So 5I proceeding was initiated in 1972. Then in 75, writ petition was filed before the Honorable Court. The order of the OEA collector was quashed. Then matter was remanded. After remand, he again uphold that order. Then again a writ petition was filed. That was set aside and remanded.
All right, you take notice. It's a notice on the question of additional, right, a state.
Only government, my lord.
Private government. 4 extra copies be served on the state council as undertaken by day after tomorrow. Objection, if any, be brought on record at least within 4 weeks. Liberty granted to counsel for petitioner to request for expediting hearing after vacation. Yes.
Item 14.
In the meantime, defects shown by the registry be also removed. Yes, 14.
I may please, your lord. My lord, the revision petition is pending for fresh admission.
Fresh admission.
14 and 15.
When it was filed?
It was filed on 1st February.
February.
Hmm.
Okay, right.
15 also same.
15 also same. Case number change over.
Item 16.
Right, item 16, may I please, your lordship? My lord, the present petitioner before your lordship is that the case of the present petitioner is that, my lord, your lordship may kindly come to page 10, annexure 1.
Your revision is pending.
My revision is pending. During the pendency of the revision, the opposite party number 2 has started some construction work over the suit, over the case land.
You want stay of that?
My lord.
In the revision, it's a party. In the revision, if it is a party.
Well, the revision Tahsildar has been represented.
No, you are seeking relief against NSC.
My lord.
So if it is not a party, how can there be injunction against such party?
Well,
Please don't move, don't move. Undisputedly, OP number 2 is not a party in the SRP pending at the instance of the petitioner. In the circumstance, this court finds the petition in present form is not entertainable.
But I have a small
dismissal of the writ application may not stand on the way of the petitioner in finding other options available.
May I pray that, my lord? My lord, I may file a fresh representation before the opposite party number 2.
That you may do. You advise your client. Why should you seek liberty? I have observed. You may find out other options available.
A fresh representation before opposite party.
That I will not observe now. Yes.
Item 17.
You may advise your client accordingly. Yes,
I have taken that averment that I am trying it. I am trying to approach the opposite party number 2 time and again, but they are taking no steps, your lordship.
That's not your read. Your read is in the pendency of the SRP. There should be injunction against OP2. OP2 undisputedly not a party.
In the revision petition.
In the revision is not a party. Therefore, how can involving a revision I grant an injunction here? against a non-party.
Because they are
Please,
taking.
please find out other options.
They are taking steps, your lord.
Sorry, they are taking steps. Therefore, you are to advise your client what steps would be possible. I am not here to advise you.
Obligation.
May I please, your lords?
Please.
Item 17. It's an application seeking a direction to the opposite party number 224 for taking action, necessary action against opposite party number 5 to 8. My lord, annexure 1 is the representation by the villagers.
What is your request to the collector?
Representation is
No, what is the request in the representation? Tell me.
5 to 8 are drying the pond, village pond. My lord. OP number 5 to 8 drying the village pond.
Village pond.
My lord.
So that way you are affected.
My lord.
Then he must have taken it on lease. Out of what capacity is drying up? He must be having some right there.
My lord.
What right you are having there?
We are the villagers.
You are villagers, true. But in all villages, these tanks are auctioned. So if it is auctioned to somebody, drying it up for pisciculture, then how can he be prevented?
Lease out.
It's a lease out, definitely. So how can there be injunction or action against the leaseholder?
ଖରା ଦିନ ତ dependent ଗାଈ ଗୋରୁ
ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ ଲିଜ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଦେଲେ ଅବଜେକ୍ସନ କଲେନି?
Without knowledge of villagers. Without knowledge.
Without your knowledge ହେଲେ ଆପଣ ସେତେବେଳେ ଅବଜେକ୍ସନ ଯଦି ନ କଲେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କଣ କରାଯିବ? ଲିଜ ହେଇଗଲାଣି already. This is a writ application at the instance of number of villagers seeking the following prayer. From Annex 1 series, it appears. Is it the only tank available there?
My lord.
The only tank available in the village concerned has been attempted to dry it up by some of the private opposite parties, leading to miseries to be faced by miseries already faced by the villagers in their drawing water from such tank or even utilization of water by their cattle strength, and they're thereby prevented from their daily use of such tank. Okay, it is at this stage of the matter this court find petitioner has already submitted a representation to the Tahsildar Kendrapada. Okay, keeping this in view, this court disposing the writ application directed the Tahsildar Kendrapada to cause an inquiry to find if the tank involved is the sole tank for utilization of the villagers. And in such event, in such finding, to further enter into the allegations therein against the private opposite parties herein, and prepare his observations in the protection of the petitioner, but however in the involvement of the protection of the signatories in the representation and support, but however in the involvement of the party, if any, likely to be affected. It is made clear this court has not made any observation or declaration of right interest in favor of either the petitioner or the contesting opposite parties. An independent view has to be taken by the Tahsildar. Free copy of order be handed over to State Council.
Please.
Item 18.
My lord. Next one is pending before the opposite party number 4. My lord. What happened? This is mother of the petitions have filed Gramakantha Porambok case number 309 by 2009. As per circular, by annexure to circular.
What is the proceeding pending?
Gramakantha Porombo case number 309 by
এটা
2019.
গঞ্জাম কি?
Yes, madam. Kavi Surya Nagar.
What is the position? The opposite parties have already appeared there.
No, my lord, but next 3, the mother of the petitioners have filed, deceased mother of the petitioners filed this case to settle the land.
There is no private party involved.
No, my lord.
It's only against government.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, considering limited request to involve the this court in disposal of the writ application. Direct the competent authority to show lawful outcome to the Gramakantaka Hon'Ble, case number 309 of 2019, bracket GRC 309 of 2019, giving opportunity to the party likely to be affected. Entire action shall be concluded within a period of 4 months from the date of communication of order. Brief of your order.
Item 19.
May I please, your lordship, here the petitioner mutation case based on a will has been rejected as the will has not been provided, my lord. Paragraph page 14.
Which area? Which area?
Devgad, my lord.
Devgad, there is already a judgment.
Lordship, it was a part of Sambalpur as well, my lord, so.
As well, Hon'Ble. Like I had the submission of respective counsels on consent of parties, the matter is taken up to final hearing. In the course of hearing, in reference to the rejection of the registration on the premises of the mutation has been rejected.
Yes, mutation has been rejected.
Huh?
Mutation case has been rejected.
Yeah, on the rejection of the mutation case on premises of non-probate of the will involved. It has been brought to the notice that the property situates in Devgad district, bifurcated from the erstwhile Sambalpur district. There is no dispute in bar that such issue has already been decided in WPC 2852 of 2023, wherein in para 5, it has been observed there is no need of probate of will in the district of Devgad. Okay. The decided case also involved a case in the district of Devgad itself. For the direct application of the judgment, this court finds there is support of law to the petitioner in his challenge to the order at Annexure 2, which is interfered and set aside. However, for there is fresh disposal, requirement of fresh disposal of mutation case 172 of 2018, without insisting probate of the will involved. The mutation case 172 of 2018 is remitted back to the Tahsildar, additional Tahsildar Devgad for fresh disposal of the same. While also keeping in view the judgment of this court in WPC number 7. The fresh exercise be completed within a period of 2 months from the date of communication of order. Free copy to state. Yes.
Item 20.
My lord, item 20, petitioner is a enterpriser of a Ma Padmini Enterprises. My lord, one of the vendor, and he has challenged the annexure 80 order of the locayuct, my lord. Already, my lord, in same case, 2 vendors, the present petitioner and another vendor challenged MS Vedika Venture, WPC number 6951 by 2023. I have given the order, my lord. In the same order, your lordship has taken.
You have made party. Have you made?
My lord, I have made party, appropriate parties.
GA department is a party, your lord.
GA department is a party.
This order involves the same proceeding.
No, same proceeding. My lord, only the typographical error in the interim order. 17/3/2023 লেখা হয়েছে অর্ডার নম্বর 4 রে সেটা 17/2/2023 হবো কেন ইম্পোর্ট অর্ডার পার্ট অন 17/2/2023
এই ফাইলটা দেখিও তো এটা কারেকশনটা আনিবা বলে দিয়েছি। All right, but there is no case application for correction here. The order number 3 is not a requirement here.
No, Your Lordship.
No, not only required. Order number 3 not required. Only order number 4 correction.
Same order number, কিন্তু এটা 2 and 3 করতে এটা হলো এটি correction. Miscase number accordingly বদল। All right. Same order.
Item 21.
May I please your lordship. My lord, here lordship will find annexure 1, page 10. This is the ROR in the name of the grandfather of the performer appointment number 5 to 9. After death of the Sankari Vaikuntanam, then the annexure to the present open number 5 to 9, their name has been reflected as a recorded owner of the land, my lord. Then, my lord, on 9.
You are challenging annexure 6?
Annexure 6, my lord, without adding a party.
Where is certified copy?
Certified as a free copy. Certified copy.
Free copy cannot be this.
Lordship may see the
free copy original seal ରହିବ।
ସେ ଗୋଟେ seal ରହୁଛି ଆଜ୍ଞା seal ଅଛି
କାଇଁ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି
ସେ seal ବାଛି ଆଜ୍ଞା ସେଠି seal ବାଛି first page 18 ରେ left side seal ବାଛି
but it is xerox seal not original seal
ସେଇଟା
this can't be treated as a free copy।
my lord, what happened in this case I was never because
forget about merit
ଆମେ RTI ରେ ମାଗିଛୁ ଆମକୁ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଜ୍ଞା 3/1 ରୁ ଜଜମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଲାଣି କୌଣସି ରେକର୍ଡ ଆମକୁ ଏପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି କଲେକ୍ଟର। Lordship may see the impugned order.
Why did you not come to court?
I have filed a petition. I have filed a petition to impute as a necessary party. That has been never accepted also.
No, why did you not come to court if you have a order to be agreed?
Now he is preparing for first
you
appeal.
Should have come to High Court. They, sir, I have applied for
say RTI against a first appeal file करे जाइछि बोले एथरे मु जागाटा किनला परे
maintainable Mr. Das, sorry.
It's a free
No,
copy.
this is a judicial process order. Certified copy must come.
I say douna di mu
you may take time. I am granting you 2 weeks time. You get the certificate.
I say jo the order देइचंदी जे not necessary correction कर देबे ROR रे
मु काम करिवि first you maintain the read
because lordship knows in but
sorry there is no filing of certificate.
lordship में direct
matter may
next week आसो मु चेष्टा करछि देखिया
matter may be listed next week as the counsel for petitioner seeks at least 1 week time to produce the certified copy of the impugned order.
That only annexure 6, my lord.
Yes.
Next week, my lord.
Yes, next Monday.
Item 22.
May I please your lordship, I am from the VC, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, this is an application for only for a limited prayer that my settlement revision petition has been filed that has not been taken for admission, my lord. I have filed an order annexure 2 similar order your lordship have passed now.
No, it has not been admitted.
No, my lord.
Okay, all right. But you are seeking disposal of the proceeding.
That is only for admission.
No, your prayer should be corrected henceforth.
Yes.
Press admission.
Item 23.
May I please, Lord? Lord, the grievance of the petitioner is that he, after demarcating the land, he purchased the land on 7/10/2022. In Annexure 4 series, 2 complaints were registered before the local IAC for breaking my compound wall, and thereafter, without impleading me as a party, the private opposite party number 4 took an order from this honorable court for demarcation in Annexure 7. Now, my lord, the
Tahsildar is saying that since you are not the boundary tenant,
Come to
your
your first prayer, you want recalling of the order.
My lord, your lordship knows following the law laid down in Shivdeo Singh versus State of Punjab, your lordships have also referred to that decision because since I was not implicated as a party,
You may bring a press read, there's no issue.
I have filed, accordingly I have filed.
Since it is involving order of a coordinate bench, can I recall that?
Your lordship may direct the registry to.
Therefore,
Replace-
no, you have to bring a mention before the Chief Justice that, sir, this is the difficulty. So therefore, I may be, or a direction may be given for listing this matter.
May I propose one thing, your lordship? Your lordship may allow me to not press the first prayer and the second prayer, if your lordship may kindly take up, because the entire purpose will be resolved if my objection is taken into consideration and the demarcation case is decided.
Yeah, what is the direction even otherwise?
Direction
is
was
he must
only.
He must bring a proper demarcation.
Exactly, my lord. But if your lordship sees that order, in that order also at page 51, my name has been reflected and his entire.
That's right. So,
And now the Tahsildar is saying since.
With law is
In accordance with law.
to the boundary tenants to have their say in.
Now my grievance is, my lord, the Tahsildar is saying that her cell deed is of the year 2009 and in her cell deed, you have not been reflected as a boundary tenant, so I am not bound to take notice.
Your objection.
I have already filed my objection in the month of, I have annexed that copy.
Final application there.
Yes, your lordship may direct, that may be considered, I will file a memo to not press.
Therefore, yes, in the course of hearing, the bearer and learned counsel for the petitioner doesn't want to press the relief number 1. And is pressing only relief number 2. The bearer has a fair submission that pursuant to direction of this court in WPC 33898 of 22, disposed of on 8/2/23, private opposite party herein has already brought a demarcation proceeding registered as number 36 of 2023. Pursuant to filing of such demarcation case, there has been also notice to the petitioner being the boundary tenant, and the petitioner herein has also already put up his objection.
Through Annexure 5.
So, guide Annexure 5. Annexure 5. Petitioner filing the writ application apprehends there may not be consideration of the objection of the petitioner in the final outcome in the demarcation case. This court looking to the liberty granted in the disposal of earlier writ application. Further, the petitioner being a boundary tenant must be given an opportunity of contest to the demarcation proceeding. Okay, in the result, this court in disposing the writ application observed in the event the petitioner has already placed his grievance by the Annexure 5, objection by the Annexure 5, the Tahsildar concerned should consider the objection of the petitioner in before finalizing the demarcation proceeding.
Obliged, my lords.
Let the petitioner.
I am filing a memo, my lords.
Let the petitioner bring copy of the order before the Tahsildar concerned.
Item 24.
Item number 24, my lord, before my learned senior begins, I actually have instructions to appear on behalf of the opposite party number 2. I may be permitted to file the Wakalatama.
Copy number 2, you are
Number two,
appearing.
yes, I have instructions.
I have already filed a caveat petition on behalf of OP number 1, my lord.
OP 1 also
Perhaps
already
because
caveat.
by the time I filed it, it has gone to listing that.
Copy ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି?
It has already been listed, my lord. After the case is listed today, perhaps he has filed the
No, I
caveat.
did not know that it is listed.
It
By
was
the
never
time I
listed,
filed.
Mr.
My
Mark.
lord,
It was never listed.
it was listed, my lord. After it was being listed, he has filed the caveat today, perhaps today he has filed the caveat.
No, there is no order sheet here, absolutely.
No, my lord. It is appearing in the list today, my lord. It is in the your lordship's board.
Okay, then
Today's-
give copy.
I
He
did not
filed
know.
the caveat today itself.
I did not know that it is listed.
Yes, I will
By
give
chance
a
I
copy.
came to know.
I will give a
Two
copy.
has also appeared.
Yes, my lord, I am okay.
Two has also appeared.
Or Mr. Mahapatra, you have a feeling the matter will be rejected, no notice.
No, my lord, absolutely not. I have a case.
Oh.
I have, my lord, the only thing apprehension is that they will go for eviction. This is a plot of land, but this is a proceeding arising out of section 23A, my lord. My lord, the dispute with regard to.
All right. You wait for a while.
Yes,
Okay,
my
let us find if the case, what is the case?
Yes, my lord.
What is the case here?
My lord, here is the case, my lord. The opposite party number 2 has purchased a property in the name of opposite party number 1 when he was a minor. My lord, after the property was purchased, it was under a submerged area. My lord, that plot of land was given to me on lease basis, my lord. There was an oral agreement. In every month, I will pay 20,000 and I will utilize that plot of land as to stack these scrap materials. That arrangement continued and I was continuing. I have developed the land. It was submerged area. I have invested some money. I have developed the area and I continued. During subsistence, it was executed in 2016. There is an oral agreement. Facts are admitted, my lord. There is an oral agreement and on the basis of that agreement, I continued. And that as per the terms of the agreement, it was supposed to expire in 2021, September 2021.
Right. Then what proceeding was undertaken?
My lord, I'm coming to the issue, my lord. Thereafter, before expiry of the period of license, my lord, lease, my lord, they have extended, they have preponed it, extended for another 5 years and taken money. And it is supposed to be expired in the year 2026. But all of a sudden, they have issued a notice to quit under section 111 of Transfer of Property Act. I filed a suit not to evict me and for permanent injunction. My lord, there they have filed a written statement. They have also filed a suit for damages and eviction. While both the suits are pending, they have filed an application under section 23A. My lord, fact remains the person, the opposite party.
Right. If 23A is disposed.
My lord, yes. 23A disposed of, appeal
paper.
disposed of, and revision disposed of.
Appeal also disposed.
Yes, my lord.
Revision also disposed.
Yes, my lord. The only question, my lord.
Selling all these 3 orders.
Yes, my lord. The only question here, my lord, the opposite party number 2, who is an engineer in Paradip Port Trust. He has, by committing fraud, by showing a false caste certificate, he joined in his service.
Then have you obtained
my lord,
injunction in the civil proceeding?
No, so there was no injunction in civil proceeding.
Why are you not objecting obtaining an interim order there?
There was no interim order in the civil suit, my lord, that was pending.
23A is restoration.
Yes, my lord.
It is restoration.
Yes, my lord.
You are still in possession.
23A is against illegal alienation.
That's right.
Illegal alienation. Here there is no alienation. What I beg to submit, my lord, the opposite party number 2, who is a engineer in Paradip Port Trust, showing a false caste certificate, my lord, he joined in the service which was brought to the notice of the Paradip Port Trust. They have initiated a proceeding, so-called notice was issued. That so-called notice was challenged before this honorable court. And this honorable court, while disposing of the petition, directed the parties to raise a dispute before the state level scrutiny committee.
Suit involved what issue?
With regard to caste certificate, whether he belongs to scheduled tribe or not.
Civil suit. Civil suit for?
Civil suit, my civil suit, no. It is for injunction and not to evict me.
Then why are you not obtaining injunction?
There was no order of injunction. I must.
Then if a suit is already there,
yes, suit is pending. What I beg to submit, my lord, his caste certificate before the competent state level scrutiny committee is pending. My sole contention before the authorities.
Issue here, Mr. Mahapatra, that cannot be issue here.
No, my lord, whether he belongs
unless until the caste certificate is declared to be bad.
Yes.
It has to prevail. It has to prevail.
But I do have, otherwise I have do have
Therefore,
documents.
Mr. Mahapatra, therefore, let us, all right, you have lost in all forum.
Yes.
You soft copy on all of them.
Yes.
Let us hear the matter and decide finally.
My lord,
Yes, my lord.
One moment submission, my lord. My lord friend is repeatedly submitting that his caste certificate is under challenge. Whose caste certificate he means?
Your father?
Father, was father, my lord, surprisingly.
I'm not hearing now, Mr. Mishra.
No,
You get the brief. You get the brief. Why are you hurrying?
No, one preliminary objection is this opposite party number 2, the father, he was never a party in the, neither in the 23A proceeding nor in the appeal.
Why are you becoming impatient?
My lord?
Why are you becoming impatient?
No, he has wrongly treated him. I mean to say,
I'll hear all
just
of you.
because he is trying to rope him in just to cause delay. And if your lordship will kindly consider.
So you are already in possession of the brief.
No.
Then
I
how
got
are
the
you
order
entering
my
into
lord.
argument?
Because I was before your lordship in the
How are you
previous.
entering into
I
argument?
know I'm
You don't have the
posted with the
brief.
facts because, my lord,
Issue
earlier
notice.
challenging that
Issue
revision
notice
he
of
had come,
question of
challenging
admission.
refusal of an interim order in the
Issue
revision he
notice
had
of the
come.
question
My
of
lord, this is the
admission.
order in my presence your lordship had
There
passed.
is already appearance on behalf of the opposite party number 1 by way of caveat claim to be filed today itself. There is also appearance on behalf of opposite party number 2. Two extra copies of the brief be served on each set of the councils by tomorrow.
This is the order which had
By
been passed.
tomorrow. No. Yes, so this matter in the first week after.
This is how I have
vacation.
posted with the facts, my lord.
First week after vacation, no. In this case, notice as above. In the meantime, there shall be status quo in respect of the disputed property till next date. Yes, it will come for final hearing. It will come for final hearing in the first week after vacation.
My lord, only humble submission is that he's not paying the rent also. Since 2 years, he's in possession
Madam,
admittedly.
you are forgetting, it's not your read, so that I will ensure your
My-
rent here.
If your lordship is granting any interim order, my lord, I will humbly pray. Admittedly, he has
reserve your argument.
No, I got argument no, sir. It out of 12 lakhs of his liability. Admittedly,
The more you enter here, you will be inviting trouble for you.
no, he has paid only 4 lakhs 30,000.
ଆରେ ଗୋଟେ OLR matter ରେ
So
ଆସିଛି
what I was submitting is
ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ ପିରିୟଡ ରେ କେବେ ଦେଖିଛନ୍ତି 3ଟା କୋର୍ଟ ର OLR ରେ ଆସିଲା ପରେ ରିଟ୍ ଟାକୁ ସେଇଦିନ ଡିସମିସ କରିଦବା?
no, dismiss ନହେଲେ ବି
ଆଉ ତାହେଲେ
ଯଦି interim order
ଯଦି
ହଉଛି,
ଡିସମିସ ନହେଲା ତାହେଲେ interim order must continue.
no, ସେଇଥିରେ ମୁଁ କହୁଛି
So
what
therefore,
what it should be subject to ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ
we
submit
have-
କରୁଛି
we
my lord,
have-
give me half minute ସେ 12 ଲକ୍ଷ admitted due ତାଙ୍କର admittedly my lord till ସେ ଯୋଉ period ଟା ହେଇଥିଲା until 29 September 2021 ସେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ admitted dues ହଉଛି 12 ଲକ୍ଷ ସେଥିରୁ ସେ admittedly pay କରିଛନ୍ତି 4,30,000 ତ ଆଉ 7,60,000 ତ payment କରିବା କଥା 7,70,000 ସେଇଟା ସେ at least ତାଠୁ 50% କରନ୍ତୁ।
Is that the issue here, Mr. Mishra?
My lord,
Is that the issue here?
no,
Then why are you arguing? ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ, direct VC ହଉଛି ଏଟା.
my lord, I'm aware.
People are watching.
Because
Therefore, be careful in your submission.
he is
It is
unnecessarily prolonging
23A, Mr. Mr. Now you listen. It is 23A proceeding.
my lord.
So whether a 23A proceeding will be entertainable, that is the question to be decided.
Yes, my lord, I know.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ବାକି ତାର ବାକି, these are immaterial here.
ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ- if he is
So
going
please,
to enjoy
please reserve your submission.
if he is going to enjoy possession, let him repose it. I am being deprived of my money and he is
That's not
subletting
your read.
the same
That's
land
not your read, Mr.
unauthorizedly.
Mishra. କହିଲି ଯେତିକି ଆପଣ ଭିତରକୁ ଯିବେ ସେତିକି କାଦୁଅ ଭିତରକୁ ପଳେଇବେ. Please get into the brief, argue whether 23A is sustainable or not, and if the reasonings are justified or not. Don't go here and there. କାହାର
ସେ
କଣ
interim
ବାକି
order
ଅଛି
ଟା
ସେଟା
ବି ମୁଁ
କଣ
କହୁଥିଲି, because
23A ରେ is it at all a issue? 23A, somebody is a scheduled
Because
caste
his
or scheduled
entire
tribe, he
purpose
wants restoration of
But
the
he is
land.
also aware that it will not be allowed here.
All
The
right.
entire purpose is to continue in possession and making unnecessary
Okay,
gain,
okay.
my lord.
Mr. Mahapatra, if there is any outstanding, sort it out.
Is it? ସେଥିରୁ
Sort
କିଛି
it out.
50% ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ତାଙ୍କର ବି କଣ ବାକି ଅଛି କହୁଛନ୍ତି, sort it out so that it may wriggle you out of the problem.
Continuing and subletting it, getting profit.
Let us see any development there. Please.
Item 25.
May I please, your Lordship? Lordship, this is the second round of litigation regarding renewal of passport, my lord. Your Lordship, kindly have a glance at annexure 12,
Second
page
round of
43.
litigation, aguru admit ହେଇଛି ki?
Previous writ petition is already disposed of. That is
Now there is rejection.
yes, my lord, rejection, and kindly see annexure 13, page 45, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, may I read? During examination, it has been found that you have suppressed the material information about pending criminal case in your passport application by file number so and so, which makes this passport application incomplete in nature. Hence, the passport application file has been closed. In addition to the above context, you are also advised to apply a new passport application.
So why are you not applying a new
Yes,
passport?
I have already applied. The next day, I have already applied. Annexure 14, page 46.
So that will be directed to.
Yes, my lord. Thereafter, my appointment is scheduled at 27th April. And kindly read paragraph 15 of my writ petition. On 26th, the passport officer called me and he's saying that the High Court has not directed to issue passport in favor of you. So you bring another fresh order wherein the High Court has ordered me to issue the passport. And on 27th,
Mr. Padi, this is second time such allegation coming.
I've
Once
seen
I had, you must be remembering, once I had called him to appear in person.
my lord,
Why should he ask the party? He has a responsibility in dealing with an application, being a statutory authority. So let him pass order. Why he is advising them go and bring a order to give you passport?
he has taken
So
the
that I'll
appointment. In that respect, I will take the instruction, my lord. I'll take the why?
And in the meantime, you show the lawful disposal.
yeah, Lord, see,
Yes,
Meantime.
yes, my lord, you may see page 45 for a moment. Page 45, 49. First, page 49, annexure 15.
Yes, he has an appointment.
He has an appointment.
Yes.
Then passport was in force till 2024. It is not that it is a case, it is passport is force January 2024 is the last date.
Are we in a position to pass any order here?
No, no.
Ultimately, the passport
Yes,
authority
yes,
has to
yes,
pass.
yes.
Advise him to pass order.
Yes.
Without insisting him to bring such order.
In that part, I will take instruction.
Your Lordship, may I submit only one thing, my lord? Kindly see annexure 8 at page 29, my lord. That is the FIR. FIR, there
Mr.
are.
Counsel, we are not here to decide on such aspect.
Yes, my lord.
If he has a doubt, he has called you.
Your Lordship,
I am fixing a date, you go there. He will
I
take
have
a
already
final call on the
submitted.
passport.
I have already submitted all the documents which undertaken.
So you don't want to go there.
I will appear. I will appear. Your Lordship, I have only one line submission. In FIR, there are 2 persons, the brother and sister.
That you convince the authority, don't convince me.
The
This
sister
is
has
no
already
stage.
issued, renewal
This is no stage for my remaining convincing.
passport.
You first convince him. If he rejects, then I will consider. Yes.
After your order is he
At
rejected.
the submission of Sri. Upon now, please.
Sikya Agrawal.
Das.
Sikya Agrawal.
Mr. Agrawal, Sikya Agrawal. Undisputedly, the writ petition is in second round of litigation. Through page 13, it has been demonstrated that for there is alleged suppression of information on criminal case, the earlier application at the instance of petitioner was rejected. However, through the very same letter, the petitioner has been advised to bring a fresh application. Annexure 14 demonstrates petitioner has already his fresh passport application. Annexure 15, learned counsel submitted through Annexure 15, learned counsel for petitioner submits. Even though there has been posting of the proceeding on 27/4/23, and petitioner attended the proceeding with all required document. Through pleading in paragraph 15, it is alleged the passport authority, instead of taking a final call on the pending application, advising the petitioner to bring that particular order giving direction to the passport authority for issuing the passport. The party, however, has no instruction on such allegation. Considering the rival contentions of the parties, this court seems fine. There is no final adjudication of the passport application submitted by the petitioner by Annexure 14. This court, in disposal of the writ application, direct the passport officer, regional passport officer, OP number?
OP number 2, my lord.
2.
My lord.
OP number 2. To bring a lawful disposal to the pending application of the petitioner, passport application of the petitioner by Annexure 14. Let the petitioner attend the office of the regional passport officer on 5th of May. 5th of May. And the passport officer, regional passport officer is directed to bring an outcome at least within 2 weeks. Hello. Of the appearance of the petitioner.
May I pray only one thing, my lord? Annexure 2, my ticket is already booked for 24th May, my lord. Annexure 2, my flight ticket is already booked for 24th May, my lord. I may be permitted. Lordship,
I think my friend has not been properly instructed. Passport is posted in 2024.
1 week per day. All right, 1 week. 1 week from the date of appearance. Close karo to apno.
No. What I'm saying, submitting my lord, if you fly on month of May, his passport is posted.
He can fly on the earlier passport, you say.
His passport is in force till 2024.
Why? What is
that? It should come with a clean end. What happened?
The validity is not expired, and still then he applied for the renewal of the passport.
It is different.
That is the fault of the petitioner, my lord.
So why then this petition should be rejected only?
No, one has to apply, otherwise visa.
No, one has to apply within the prescribed period.
No, my lords. If the passport's validity is less than 6 months, visa will not be granted.
No, not 24 January.
Let them pass order. What is there? So you pass order, looking to the contingency.
No, there is no contingency. What
What Mr. Konda says, and he also okays.
No.
He might be, he has a pending visa issue also.
No. I'm just clarifying. The 6 months I'm clarifying. What happened, if there is 2 types of things. One is that before expiring the passport, a verification will come to the passport authority and that will send to the police in the time of forcing the renewal. Then he will take a clarification from the police how many cases are pending or not, and this report will come.
That is renewal of passport.
That is renewal of passport. Here the case also renewal. And it will expire on January 24.
He is a foreign visitor.
But
so therefore he has a foreign requirement unless he prior hand applies.
And there is no bar to fly on the month of May, my lord.
Sorry.
Yes.
Because you don't link that with this.
Yes.
You don't link. Mr. Padi advised them. Don't link.
Definitely.
If there is a contingency, just cooperate. Why are you creating hurdles?
They are cooperating. Nowadays, nothing. Everything is.
If it is a valid application, but nonetheless, you may revise it. You may revise the passport from that date.
No. Before
who
that,
who asked you to a prior revision?
Yes.
All right. Yes.
Item 26.
Free copy of order union of council would be.
Please, your lordship.
Yes, 26.
There are 3 petitioners here, my lords.
It's a provisional attachment.
Yes.
The case.
Lords, the facts are like this.
Those are the so-called stage, madam. Now he has been filed, provisional attachment has been made, is valid for 180 days, and he is to file so-cause, and also opportunity will be given to place what is the source of income, what is the source of acquisition of these properties.
Please wait for some time. Let me say what
it is, yes. Because you have
I understand all those
bypassed the statutory remedy, that is
your lordship may just look at annexure 1, that is the provisional attachment order.
Yes.
Page 17. My lords may look at the brief background of the case leading to proceeding.
Page?
Page 17, my lords.
Yes.
General Administration Vigilance Department, Cuttack, Government of Odisha, via letter number such and such, forwarded the copy of FIR in Koraput Vigilance PS case number 11 of 2012, registered under sections 13(2) read with 13(1)(e) of the PC Act 1988, and copy of charge sheet number 15 of 2018, dated 27/7/2018, submitted by DSP Vigilance, Bhavanipatna Unit, District Kalahandi, in the court of the Special Judge Vigilance, Jaipur. Then your lordship may look at annexure 2, that is the FIR. That will be page 58.
Page
58.
No, by issuing this provisional attachment order.
I'll come to that, Will. What your lordship is to note is that in that annexure 2 at page 58, the FIR, the formal FIR, your lordship will see.
58. Yes.
My lords may look at the formal FIR. The year is 2012, FIR number 11 dated 18/3/2012.
Yes.
Now your lordship may scroll down to column 3, subclause B, occurrence or offense. The occurrence or offense is stated to have taken place during the period from 1989.
Just 1 minute. Where are you reading?
I am reading in the formal FIR first page, my lords,
Yes.
column 3.
Yes.
Column 3 begins with station diary reference, my lords, it's blank.
Yes.
Below that is occurrence or offense, of offense.
Yes.
It is entered during the period from 1989 to June 2011.
11, yes.
This is the period, my lords, when the offense was committed. And the information is dated 18/3/2012. FIR is registered on that day.
Yes.
Now, my lords, so far as the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002 is concerned, it makes punishable certain offences which are described as scheduled offences. After the act, there is a schedule, my lords. And the schedule makes punishable certain offences as scheduled offences, commission whereof entitles the ED to take up investigation under section 3. Now, my lords, the PMLA Act reads like this.
PMLA Act, the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. I boy to agree with that. This is an unusual subject here. It is not true, boy.
But those are not relevant in this because
You will make a submission or you will make
criminal offense is not started. That is why. So,
criminal offense is not
started. It is attempted proceeding only, and it is a civil proceeding.
Not
That
concerned
also
with
this.
that. Let him
Yes.
keep quiet for some time. my lords, so that I can-
Why have you come to High Court?
I have come to the High Court, my lords, because no scheduled offense during the period specified in the FIR was committed by us. He doesn't have the patience to wait for what I am to say.
Misguiding.
And he goes on making submissions. I am misguiding. Your lordship may see this.
Mr. Panda, make it clear. What are you intending for?
What I am intending to say is that during the period when these offences were committed, section 13 was not a scheduled offense. It came into force by way of amendment. The schedule at paragraph 8 says that they became scheduled offences in the year 2018. Can I be proceeded under the ED Act, my lords, for having committed an offence which was not a scheduled offence when the offence was committed?
Now, amendment came when?
Amendment is 2018, my lords.
18. Is
Yes.
it not prospective?
Yes.
Is it not prospective?
No, it is not. It is prospective.
Is it
So,
continuing?
it
Not
will-
retrospective.
No, it will apply
It is a
only.
continuing offense, my lord.
It
And
can
also,
go on.
yes,
Yes,
no,
sir.
yes.
No, the
I have not finished.
Sorry.
Why are you just going on?
Only to.
Your lordship.
Please maintain decorum.
Because he's
You,
trying
you
to.
will be given your chance.
Yes, yes, yes.
What I am trying to do, his lordship is there. to
Don't
listen.
look to him.
Because he
Mr.
started
Panda, don't look to
criminal
him.
proceeding. That is
Don't
why I am
look to
telling.
him.
Yes, I am sorry.
Your lordship may see that.
Your
definition.
remaining impatient
No.
gives some other indication तो admit कर दवा, stay कर दवा, आपन तो तब कोई वक्त दूँ ना,
Criminal, because he is
Sorry,
started with the criminal proceeding.
keep
What
your
is-
anxiety with you.
No, yes.
Somebody has come to court, let him finish
The
his case.
intention to place the real fact. Yes. I'm sorry.
Personal attachment appear कर जाऊँची. हाँ. कौन आपन को सियाड़े ब्रीफ कर चंदी फोन रे कोई चंदी आपन एकदम ताऊ कहीं गए चंदी मुआजी कोई दे भी नहीं order टा नहीं जीवी. What is this?
Your Lordship may look at the definition in section 2U, page 9 of the book. Proceeds of crime.
Section 2U.
That's at page 9 of the book, if your Lordship has the 2022 edition.
Repeat again, section 2U. Q.
Again, U. U for umbrella.
Umbrella.
It's at the top of the page 9, Millers.
Page 19.
9. 09 of the PMLA.
Oh, এটা বইটা আরম্ভ হয়েছে টুকরা আচ্ছা আচ্ছা অলরাইট অ্যামেন্ডমেন্টটা আগে দিয়ে দিচ্ছ তো
হ্যাঁ অ্যামেন্ডমেন্টটা আগে দিই
Yes, proceed of crime.
Yes, it means any property derived or obtained directly or indirectly by any person as a result of criminal activity relating to a scheduled offense or the value of any such property, or where such property is taken or held outside the country, property equivalent to value held within the country or abroad.
Yes.
So the proceed of crime is property derived or obtained by any person as a result of criminal activity relating to a scheduled offense. Now your Lordship may look below that page, X to X.
Yes,
Schedule means the schedule to this act. Y says scheduled offense means offenses specified under Part A of the schedule or offenses specified under Part B of the schedule, if the total value involved in such offenses is 1 crore rupees or more, or offenses specified under Part C of the schedule. So the scheduled offenses, my lords, are also specified in each of these schedules. Now your Lordship may turn the next page, my lords, the offense of money laundering. Page 10 of the.
Yes.
The offense of money laundering is defined as like this. Whoever directly or indirectly attempts to indulge or knowingly assists or knowingly is a party or is actually involved in any process or activity connected with the proceeds of crime, including its concealment, possession, acquisition or use, and projecting or claiming it as untainted property, shall be guilty of the offense of money laundering.
Right.
Now your Lordship may look at the schedules. Schedules begin at page 44D of the book.
Forty-four
D.
G. Ganjam.
Nah, D for donkey.
D.
Yes.
Why are you signing up and taking the name?
It is headed, my lords, the schedule C section 2Y.
Right, therefore your submission is
My lord.
it is non-scheduled.
No, my submission is, so far 109 IPC is concerned, of which the petitioner number 2 and 3 are alleged, it is not a scheduled offense. It is not coming within this
Schedule.
paragraph 1 of the schedule.
Right.
Then your Lordship may look at page 44H, that is paragraph 8, offenses under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988.
Yes.
Now, at paragraph 8, your Lordship will see a mark 1. There is a parenthesis and 1 is there. At the footnote, it is written substituted by Act 16 of 18, Section 19 with effect from 26/7/18. Has your Lordship got it? Now, these offense under
So
section.
then why don't you listen, Mr. Ponda?
My lord.
Now it is only a provisional attachment.
No, I am not on that.
Hmm.
There is a wider thing that is involved. What happens is, all these properties which they have now sought to provisionally attach, they are all properties which the vigilance authorities have attached.
Already.
Yes.
Hmm.
They say, vigilance authorities say that I committed the offense between the years 1998 to 2011. They were not scheduled offenses. Merely because the requirement is that the vigilance authorities and all authorities who deal with these scheduled offenses, they have to forward copies to the ED. Does it mean that the ED will not apply its mind?
No.
Does it mean that the ED...
No. But is there any guarantee that they are with proper mind?
That they don't have.
So therefore,
from their counsel's attitude.
Therefore, I give you opportunity, you raise your objection, till then no coercive action.
Lord, where will I raise my objection?
Before this authority issuing the provisional attachment?
Your lordship may say that I am satisfied.
That's all.
Yes, your lordship
That's
may
all.
say that.
So provisional attachment, it is not final attachment.
It is a valid only up to 180 days.
80 days.
In
Now,
the meanwhile, already complaint has been filed after as per the provision of section 8.
Yes.
That after receiving the provisional attachment order, within 30 days, the department to file a
Now
complaint.
who is taking the proceeding?
Now I'll have to go to Delhi
Delhi.
to appear there.
Delhi. So we have already submitted the complaint. Now shortly he will receive the complaint petition. Whether the provisional order of attachment will be confirmed or not. So before that he will file a show cause and personal hearing will be also given him. Thereafter, if it is not final, then department may go to the appeal, and ultimately the second appeal will come to this honorable court, section 42.
So you say there is a scope for objection.
Scope for objection. It can be, all points can be raised before the adjudicating authority.
Then what is the coercive action you are apprehending now?
Coercive, not coercive action. My lords, there was a scope.
You may be saying it's unnecessary harassment.
There was a scope for objection also before the person who has filed the complaint, who has provisionally attached. I appeared before him. All the three petitioners appeared. We submitted that this offense has taken place in between the period when these were not scheduled offenses. The gentleman didn't apply his mind. We also submitted that the properties have been attached. He didn't apply his mind to that. Now he has provisionally attached. Now there is a process, my lords, for me to appear now before the adjudicating authority at Delhi. So now I'll have to go and engage counsel at Delhi.
Now there is no scope for adjudication at this end.
At which end?
There is no question of adjudication at his end. The authority issuing such notice. Now
exactly, my lord.
It is already shifted to Delhi.
My lords. Now if I go to Delhi, my lords, will it not be a hardship for me?
No, why? You can also, that may be a hardship, but you have created that situation.
I have not created it.
No, you should have come earlier then. You should have come earlier then.
My lords, how do I know that this is the attitude of those gentlemen?
The list of properties are there.
Their minds don't function.
All the list of properties are there.
That proceeding will be undertaken at Delhi will be a harassment to you, cannot give a escape to you.
No, I don't say that. What I say is before your lordship this, that the act was amended and not retrospectively. In fact, many writ applications are pending in this honorable court with relation to these offences, of which the ED has taken cognizance, my lords. My submission is that if the act does not apply retrospectively, if I have committed something which was not a scheduled offense, my lords, why should I be harassed by being made a party to these proceedings? Why should the proceedings itself be initiated? Why should that ECIR not be quashed?
No, it is a continuing offense.
What continuing
This point has been raised before the Honorable Supreme Court, and that is in Madan Lal Chaudhary case. In para 43, it has been held that money laundering offense is a continuing offense. And scheduled offense schedule offense is the PC Act.
Provided it is an offense.
Exactly.
Yes,
That is his argument.
yes, madam.
Sir, it is not a schedule offense, therefore why should I be entangled in the
It may not be a schedule offense, but the property.
No, if it is not a schedule offense, the case goes.
No, madam, I am clarifying, madam. If it is
So
a
first make it clear if it is a schedule offense.
but schedule offense, there is no such offense.
There is no such offense.
Schedule offense.
Therefore,
Well, schedule is a word.
therefore why the proceeding will be allowed to continue?
Well, schedule is a word which has been used in the PML Act because the PC provision, the offense under PC Act is a schedule offense. Not that.
Had the submission of the respective counsel.
Well, let me submit, madam. Place the.
I am not taking up hearing. I find a prima facie case, I am issuing notice.
Well, I am there, madam. Yes,
You are there, you will argue on merit.
Not only, so far the schedule offense is an offense under section 313 of PC Act. That is not the offense under PML Act. That is, the rule is that, only thing we are also only to clarify, madam.
I will examine, yes.
Well, only thing.
All right, let us examine this issue. At the submission.
Well, it is very clear, my lord.
It is very clear already.
43, para 43 is very clear that the date of commission of the offense or the property acquired is not relevant.
You will argue that who prevents.
It's not relevant, my lord.
Yes,
And also the one word also I am citing, my lord, that is only now he has to focus what is the source of income, what is the source of earning all these properties. Only thing that a show cause has been issued. That is why. That is they will submit the show cause. Thereafter, the reason order will be passed, my lord. That is the provision. Only I will place, my lord.
I will show cause as to why the attachment shall not be made final, my lord.
Well,
My learned friend is misleading your lordship.
On receipt of the complaint, my lord, on receipt of the complaint, on the basis of that provisional attachment order, we have to file a complaint before the. We have already filed, and now notice to show cause is to be issued to him. On receipt of the complaint under section,
you will
not,
of the. You will decide whether court will consider an issue or not.
Yes.
You will decide.
Only to.
No, you
will
decide.
Only to convince.
Take the order. Take the order.
Provision the order.
At the submission of respective counsels, so that this court find a prima facie case to be examined as to whether.
Let me, the provision, I want to highlight the provision.
In the event the offense involved herein is not a schedule offense under the PMLA Act, whether the proceeding initiated herein by the annexure 1 is entertainable or not. This court is inclined to issue notice. The requisites as undertaken by day after tomorrow, even by way of service of copy to the counsel appearing for the. You are appearing for enforcement directorate. Yes, enforcement directorate. But also by day after tomorrow. Hello. Next interim same as usual. There shall be no coercive action against the petitioner involving
this part.
Annexure 1.
Well, so far course action I may submit my lord.
Urgent copy.
My
You
submission.
will submit on hearing.
No, because my lord. Well, it is so far the intermist, my submission is that because now the already attachment has already been made. Now the matter has been sent to adjudicating authority.
Heaven will not fall.
My lord.
Heaven will not fall. 1,000 and 1,000 cases. How many cases you have convicted by now?
Also appreciate what is the position of
Cases are
law.
going on 40 years, 50 years.
What is the position of law? You also
Okay. All right. I don't
You
close
also
it
are
here.
not hearing.
I don't close it here.
Well, so far the stay matter. I cannot stand on the way of
Next case,
admission.
call next
So far
case.
the stay matter.
Item 27.
Item 27, your lordship, may I please the lordship? The second round of
First
litigation.
contempt or second contempt?
Second contempt, your lordship.
Second contempt.
Madam.
Already complied with. Already complied. Compliance copy de diyantu. The Panda appearing for the contempt now brings to the notice of the court that the direction of this court in WPC 41441 of 2021 has already been complied. Compliance report we kept on record. In this circumstance, this court find nothing suffice to be adjudicated in the contempt application. Yes.
Item 28. Please. Your lordship advised me to file a IA in the dispose of case.
Pardon?
One IA has to file in the dispose of case. I have prepared the IA. I have prepared the IA, but I have no power in the writ application. There is
No,
some time.
this is a contempt application.
Lordship, I want to clarify your order. That's why last occasion directed me to file a IA in the disposal case.
In the
Here-
disposal case.
Here, Miller, as per last time, Miller discussion, Miller, I have requested Tahsildar to prepare that record of right, ROR. And when it is in process, Miller, only one staff is there. Your lordship may kindly see, he is now found positive COVID.
So let us wait for some time.
So that is,
Yes, there
You
is
will correct it?
there is practical difficulty in working out the order of the court in the repetition. There has been showing of reason COVID-19 involving the bench clerk of the office. Considering practical difficulty, this court direct placing this matter 2 weeks after Anima on 18th of May.
For orders item 29.
May I please, my lord? My lord, I filed a CMAPL for restoration of the
What is
second
this
appeal
matter,
number 3.
CMAPL, restoration of second appeal?
Yes, your lordship.
Second appeal, then so much time has lapsed.
Yes, your lordship. There is
Notice ଯାଇଚି କି?
ना जाइनी आगे. Notice जाइनी आगे.
Notice ଯାଇନି. Defect ତ ଆପଣ remove କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି 2 ବର୍ଷ ହେଇଗଲାଣି. ଆଉ notice କେବେ ଯିବ? Limitation ଅଛି ବୋଧେ?
Yes, I have given the I have for limitation, your lordship. There is a
notice. Defects as undertaken be removed by tomorrow. Subject to removal of defect. Notice may be issued in the condemnation of delay involving IA 87 of 21. IA 87 of 21. Requisites as undertaken by day after tomorrow also. Hala? Place this matter immediately after service is completed.
Obliged.
The notice in limitation colony along with copy of restoration application.
Obliged.
Item 30.
Item 30, my lord, I am appearing in the VC, my lord.
Okay, yes, letter for extension.
My lord, there are 3 cases in this item 30.
Let us go one by one.
Yes, my lord.
CMP, you are there?
CMP 150, I am there, my lord.
No, 136, you are not there. All right. It are considering the request of the Civil Judge Senior Division Atagard. Yes, 2 months time for the extension by 10 weeks karo, summer vacation interview. Okay, the second case is in the letter asichi. It is family court. So here also 10 weeks for them. Yes, what do you submit?
My lord, I must express my gratitude to this honorable court in view of lordship's order dated 4/4/2023.
In which case?
My lord, in CMP 150 of 2022.
160.
150, my lord. 150, my lord.
150, all right. Third case.
My lord, third case. In this
That is
case,
a report received from the learned judge family court.
yes, my lord.
Placed may kindly be seen. All right. Let us see.
Here in this case, your lordship last order passed on 4/4/2023, directing the court below to conclude this proceeding within a two months. But the learned judge family court has taken a very sincere steps and has concluded the entire trial, and judgment has in the meantime passed within 7 days.
Judgment already passed?
Yes, my lord.
Okay, all right. Then सेटा को approve कर दबा by
Ma'am.
time.
Ma'am.
Judgment केबे pass कर ले?
Judgment है लगा 17th रे.
This April
Yes.
17th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, consider the request of the family judge. Find place at flag X for seeking, sorry, flag K. That's it, right. Okay, flag category, flag K, flag K. Well, I also consider the submission of learned counsel for the petitioner BPR Mahanti.
BPR man.
BPR Mahanti. That in the meantime, there is already pronouncement of judgment in the CP 332 of 2018 on 17th April 2023. Considering there is already final adjudication of the proceeding, this court extend the time till the date of judgment involved herein. Extend the time till the date of judgment in the CP number sanction.
I may be one extreme pardon. Judgment is on 24. Argument concluded on 17/4. Judgment date is 24/2023.
24. 17 no 24. All right.
Correct.
Or till the judgment is pronounced. 20th or till the judgment is pronounced. All right, who is there in this 1115? 1115 review extension is not concluded.
Time.
Next time is time for disposal is extended by another 10 weeks. Okay, सरला छोड़ा बड़ा गोटा करे 4-5 टा कहीं पूरी दूचो हाँ
Item 31. In the order sheet, the number of read petition wrongly mentioned.
Okay, all right, it will be
369.
corrected.
My
It will be corrected. Wrong mentioning of the petition. Yes.
Item 32.
Not present. Not present.
Not pressed. Thank you. Well, application not pressed. Rejected application.
Item 33.
My prayer, my lord, in this case for implement.
ता तोड़े आउट फाइल पड़े लो हाँ ये कभी से बैच रहते ना Yes, what is this modification?
My lord, my prayer in this case, my lord, to implement the order dated 25/7/2022 passed by the OHRC, my lord.
6211 you are arguing.
My lord.
6211.
616211.
Implementation of order, right?
My lord, page 42, my lord, is pending before the OHRC, my lord, already filed the final order, my lord. That is implemented. Human rights already passed the order, my lord.
Final order parcel.
Yes, my lord. Page 42.
You wanted to implement that order.
My lord, my lord.
Then what is the order passed?
My lord, repentation consider, my lord, your lordship passed the.
No, you said you had a pending complaint at that point of time. Order recall problem. In this case, considering the submission made during the order dated 28/3/23 stand record entered into final disposal of the writ application. This court find petitioner as innocuous prayer for a direction to OP number 2 and 3 to implement the order dated 25/7/2022. You were the complainant. You were the complainant.
Yes, yes, sir.
What is the progress at the other end?
All are disability persons, my lord. They are wanting to some land to resettlement of the
departmental action. कौन हला इतने?
किसी कौरी ना हाथे पर्यंत.
Okay, this court in disposal of writ application observed in the event there is no variation to the order dated 25/7/22 passed by Odisha Human Rights Commission by case number 2162 of 21. Considering there is substantial loss of time, OP number 2 and 3 are directed to give lawful disposal to the same. With this observation, the repeats, but in the involvement of the party likely to be affected. Hello, with this observation, the repeats are.
Time may be.
Time, ଆପଣ କାହିଁ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ? Time କଲେ ଏଗୁଡା କଣ ସବୁ proceeding ଗୁଡାକ ହେଇଯାଏ ମାସେ ଭିତରେ 2 ମାସ ଭିତରେ?
Item 34.
Your matter ends when the human right already recommended. Yes.
May I please? Here my suspense, the petition has been suspended from the post of Sarpanch. Since petition has been suspended from this post of Sarpanch by the annexure 6 as page 20 by the government mail on the basis of a letter issued by the collector.
No, why it has come today?
Last occasion, Lordship directed to obtain the state council to obtain instruction on my interim application.
Instruction ଆସିନି.
ଆସିନି. ଆଉ କେତେ ଦିନ ଲାଗିବ?
Lordship
ଏଇଟା suspend ହେଇଥିଲା.
Suspend.
It's a case of suspension.
Suspension.
But suspension, how long you will continue?
Suspension since 3/4/2022 and the order was communicated on 27/1/2023 at annexure 6 page 29.
You have raised your objection 115 na ketere achi ote?
115
You have raised your objection.
Now here my they have placed the draft. I raised my objection before the collector without considering this honorable court directed to consider the same. Without consideration, the collector forwarded the letter to the state government, and behind my back this order of suspension was passed.
This is in second round of litigation.
This is second round. Your Lordship kindly have a glance.
So you get only the instruction. Why elected Sarpanch will be kept under suspension for such a long time? You are taking out his valuable time. Place this matter on next Sunday. এটা কোন ଆପଣ arrest ହେଇଥିଲୁ ବୋଲି ହେଇଛି?
Yes, he was involved in a criminal
NDPS
case.
NDPS?
And
NDPS ହେଲା କଣ?
So that too at Visakhapatnam.
ଛୁଟି ପରେ ଆସିବ already.
No.
Place this matter after vacation.
Since charge sheet has not been filed, he was released.
That's a different issue. ଆପଣ ଭଦ୍ରଲୋକ ସମାଜ।
No, confessional statement. କିଛି ତା ନାଁ ନାହିଁ।
କିଛି ନାହିଁ ଆଉ କଣ କରିବା?
And more than 1 year, near about.
Yes. Counter if any or instruction if any be obtained within 3 weeks. Place this matter after vacation.
Any Lordship may first.
ଆପଣ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରନ୍ତୁ ମୋର ଛୁଟି ପରେ assignment ବଦଳି ଯାଉ ଆଉ କାହା କୋର୍ଟରେ ପାରିବେ ନେଇଯିବେ।
No, your Lordship may keep it first week of January, June or.
First week after vacation, ହେଲା?
Oblige.
Item for admission, item 35.
My lord, item
ବୋର୍ଡ ମାରି ଦେଇକିରି ଗାଡିରେ ବୁଲିବ ବନ୍ଦେଇ ଭାଙ୍ଗ ବୋହିଲା ଆଉ ଇଲେକ୍ଟେଡ ସରପଞ୍ଚ ତ କିଏ ଧରିବ? ମାରାତ୍ମକ ଲୋକ ହେଇଛି
ତାହାର କିଛି ଇନଭଲଭମେଣ୍ଟ ନାହିଁ ବେଲ ଅର୍ଡର ପେରୋଜି ରେକର୍ଡସ ଆଇ ବିନ୍
ସେମିତି ଜଣେ ବିଜ୍ଞ ଲୋକ ଇନଭଲ୍ଭ ନଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ତାକୁ ଫସିଗଲେ ସେ କେସରେ ଜଣେ ବିଜ୍ଞ ଲୋକ ହାଇକୋର୍ଟରେ।
Since charge sheet has not been filed, he was released on bail.
15 ଥର କରିଥିବ ଧରା ହେଇନଥିବ କୋଉଠି ଗୋଟେ ଫସିଗଲା ଆଉ। Yes, next.
My lord, item 35 I am
in C.
Next, item 35.
My lord,
I am in BC.
Today morning I have received the wakalatnama from the sole legal heirs of the sole defendant, my lord.
Sole opposite party ମରିଯାଇଛନ୍ତି?
ମରି ଯାଇଥିଲେ ତାଙ୍କ legal heir ଟା substitute ବି ହେଇଛି।
ଦି ଜଣ ଯାଏ
ମୁଁ ଟିକେ କହିଦିଏ। Your Lordship directed me to take notice by substituted service.
Yes.
And there is a paper publication and I have already filed the
paper publication file କରିଛନ୍ତି?
Yes, ma'am.
କେବେ ଥିଲା ଡେଟ୍ ଥିଲା କେବେ 7/4 ହେଇଗଲାଣି 1 month ଆସିଗଲା।
1 month ଆସିଗଲା।
You are appearing for them?
My lord.
At flag.
File the wakalatama.
Let us hear the matter.
My lord, may take out next week, my lord.
How next week? 2010 ର matter.
2010.
My lord, today in the morning I have received this wakalatama. Today in the morning I have received this wakalatama, my lord. Lordship may next week.
ଆଉ ଏପଟରେ hearing ହେଇପାରିବନି ତାର। Yes. There is ଆପଣ ନାଁ କଣ?
My lord, name of Mr. Biswanath Naik and associate may be reflected.
Okay. Pursuant to paper publication notice, counsel appearing on behalf of Mr. Biswanath Naik and associates makes a submission that he is in receipt of the power of the party in notice in the paper publication parties and will file the appearance by tomorrow. Council also seeks some time for preparation. This could direct the listing of the matter after vacation.
Interim order to continue.
Interim order to continue.
Grateful, my lord.
Item 36.
Let's item 36.
Yes, 36.
The petitioner, my lords, is a widow.
All the pleadings completed.
Pleadings completed.
No, my lords, they have added the parties as Watco as opposite partner to one.
Mike again.
They have added the Watco as a parties, my lords. So that I pray that a late notice we send to these new added parties to file their counsel.
You are not appearing for them.
No, I am one of the panel, but that is their option to whom they will appoint. That is.
My lords, this is very unfortunate. We had a discussion last day, on the last day.
Right, if he,
And your lordship has specifically asked notice what is Jibar Ocheki. My friend said no. Liabilities have been transferred to these officers.
ହେଲା ଯଦି ଆଜି ମନା କରିବେ କଣ କରିବା? Can I still
No,
proceed?
this is not
Can I still proceed?
Not fair at all.
Sri P.K. Bhuiyan, Learned Counsel, earlier appearing for the.
36 na?
You are appearing, you are to continue for OP 2 to 4.
That organization is no more existing.
Okay, now who is added? OP number?
My lords, 2 officers have been changed. OP number 2, 3 and 4. And on the last occasion, upon seeking instructions from my learned friend, your lordship had directed you change the cost title. That also I have complied.
Now he says they are not authorizing him what to
Now
do.
he says,
Counsel already appearing for OP number 2 to 4.
and this lady has abandoned her house and gone away because it may crumble.
Decline to appear for the OP number 2 to 4. And request this court for issuing notice to each of them.
No, I am not declined because of notice may be sent because it is a new organization to whom they will appoint, that is their discretion.
Therefore, you are declining. You have not been authorized to appear for them.
No, I am not, or subsequently they may authorize, but I don't know whether they will authorize or not.
Okay.
So that aware of the fact that they have been.
There is no authorization to Sri Bhuiyan, Learned Counsel, by such parties as of now. This court feels it appropriate to direct petitioner to take notice on OP number 2 to 4. Requisites we filed by tomorrow. Requisites we filed by tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'll file again.
Tomorrow.
And after 6 months, my lord, this organization will also change.
Any interim order there?
Nothing, no interim order.
Okay, place this matter in the first week after vacation. But for the change in the party position, notice has to go, Mr. Panda.
Milords, I never deny that. But when a council makes a submission before a learned court.
Mr. Panda, let us not misunderstand. Might be he was under impression they will be engaging him. But they might not be agreeing.
That also we had a discussion.
ଆମେ କଣ compel କରିପାରିବା?
ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ବୁଝିପାରୁଛି
All right. Yes.
ଗୋଟେ କାଉଣ୍ଟର ଫାଇଲ ହେଲାଣି ମିଲର୍ସ 21 2021 ରୁ ଏବେ ମତେ କପି ଦଉଛନ୍ତି.
They will continue with the counter or not, who knows again. 20 ର matter ଅଛି, ତେଣୁ let us not be hurry. Yes, next.
Item 37.
Yes, please, your lordship.
37 re, since this matter has been remanded, first of all, I find there is no locus standi with these people.
Yes.
Even then, Chief Justice has passed some order, let us act on that.
But
So,
here,
so undisputedly there is a tank.
a new tank
New
constructed
tank.
this year.
And undisputedly there is also rearing of fish.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Ghosh.
Again.
I direct this state authority here to rear the fish.
Yes.
Catch the fish.
Again.
Make the deposit here. Thereafter, I will decide whosoever succeeds, he will get the money.
No, the one thing, Lord.
The most worst thing appears here to be by blocking this man, these people are taking away fish.
No, that is one thing, but the question is that.
No, that's the only thing. They enjoy in that way.
No, se paisa ta. No. Se panchayat ra paisa deposit korche to na, that is also a question, big question. He
Okay,
said.
we'll decide.
Agya.
Se to kouchoni macho chhadichi.
Agya.
Sethi tankar bi gote flaw achi. Gote lakhe tangar jaalo kini dele gote 5 tokiya stamp deigiri.
Se kagos ta mane
kagoj deichendi. What is the value of this?
Annex 3.
So therefore, ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ କିଛି ନହେଲେ ବି ସରକାରକୁ ତ ପଇସାଟା ପଳେଇ ଆସିବ। ସେ ଫେଲେଇ ଯାଇପାରନ୍ତି। ଗାଁ ବାଲା ମାଛ ଧରିକି ବିକିଦେବା ବି ବନ୍ଦ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତି। ମାଛ ଆସିଯାଉ ପଇସା ଆସିଯାଉ। ହେଲା ଆଉ ଯଦି ଉଭୟ ପକ୍ଷ ଖେଳୁଛନ୍ତି ହାଇକୋର୍ଟ ସହିତ ତାହେଲେ ବାଡେଇ ଦେବା ଶେଷରେ କହିବା ଆଜ୍ଞା ପଇସାଟା ଆସି ତ ମାଛ ବିକ୍ରି ହେଇଛି ଏଷ୍ଟାବ୍ଲିଶ ନହେଲା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଏ ପଇସା ସରକାରକୁ ଗଲା ଆଉ। Yes, this court find there are great doubt in the locus standi of the newly opposite parties. There are also no concrete material giving a complete case in favor of the petitioner. It is at this stage this court finds it appropriate to put the tank involved to auction, to public auction in the process at the earliest to find there is no loss of fees there. Okay, in the process, this court direct the BDO to take up the auction process of the tank involved herein, complete the entire exercise within a period of 3 weeks at least. 3 weeks, Dava? 3 weeks. And the auction proceed be deposited in the registry of this court within 1 week thereafter.
Question is, I have reared fish. That fish may be harvested by the BDO. Then he put it to auction.
No. She to auction କରିଦେବେ ସେଟାକୁ auction କରି ସେ ମାଛ
ମୋ ମାଛ ଗୁଡାକ ପଳେଇଲା।
ହଁ ସେ ମାଛ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମାଛ ହିଁ ପଇସା ରହିବ ସୁରକ୍ଷିତ। ଆପଣ ବି ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଟ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି। ଆପଣ ତ ମାଛ ଛାଡିଛନ୍ତି ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଟ କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ମୋର my humble submission, let the BDO catch the fish, existing fish, because that is my fish, because the tank is new one.
No, your fish I don't find complete material.
No, let that be.
One is the receipt is jali. Se jo kiye se tankar authority nahi daba pai.
Yes.
Two is ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ 1 ଲକ୍ଷ ଟଙ୍କିଆ ରସିଦ ଫାଇଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି 5 ଟଙ୍କିଆ revenue stamp ରେ. So that is never a valid document.
My humble submission.
କହିଥାନ୍ତେ ମୁଁ 2000 ର ନେଇଛି, somebody may believe. ଆପଣ 1 ଲକ୍ଷ ଟଙ୍କାର ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକଠୁ ନେଇଲେ ତାକୁ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ 5 ଟଙ୍କିଆ stamp.
ଯେତିକି ଫିସ୍ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଅଛି BDO ତାକୁ ଧରି ନିଅନ୍ତୁ, ସେ ପଇସାଟାକୁ ରଖି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ।
ଅକ୍ସନ ହେଲେ ଅସୁବିଧା କଣ?
ଅକ୍ସନ ତା ପରେ ହବ ନା, ନହେଲେ ମୋ ମାଛ ଯିଏ ଅକ୍ସନ ପରଚେଜର ହବ ସେ ମୋ ମାଛ।
ନାଇଁ କାହିଁକି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମାଛ ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ମାଛ ବୋଲି କଣ ଅଲଗା ଅଛି କି ଏଠି? ଯାହା ମାଛ ସେ ଟ୍ୟାଙ୍କରେ ସବୁ ଧରା ହବ।
ହଁ
ଆଉ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମାଛ କଣ? ଆପଣ କ୍ଲେମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉ ମାଛଟା ଆପଣ କ୍ଲେମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇ ମାଛଟା ଧରା ହବ। It may be open to the petitioner and opposite party also to participate in the auction.
ନା ଆମେ ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ କାଉଣ୍ଟର ଆମର ଯୋଉ କାଉଣ୍ଟର ଭିଡିଓ ଯୋଉ କାଉଣ୍ଟରଟା ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ସେଥିରେ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ସେ that pond doesn't belong to ଗ୍ରାମ ପଞ୍ଚାୟତ।
Yes,
but somebody has played for what action you have taken against that officer?
No, ସେଟା ପଞ୍ଚାୟତ ନବ, ସେଟା ହେଲା ପଞ୍ଚାୟତ ଏକ୍ଜିକ୍ୟୁଟିଭ ଅଫିସର, ତାକୁ ଗ୍ରାମ ପଞ୍ଚାୟତ ନବ। ଆମେ
ଆକ୍ସନ ନଉନାହାନ୍ତି,
ସେଟା ସରପଞ୍ଚ ମୁଭ କରିବା କଥା ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି।
ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ ନବ, ପିଓର ସରପଞ୍ଚ ନେଇପାରିବେନି।
ନାଇଁ ପିଓ ଯିଏ ସେ ଅଲରେଡି ମରିଗଲାଣି, ସେ ନାହିଁ,
ମରି ବି ଗଲାଣି।
And my lord, as the ROR shows, my lord, so it's not a tank even. Jalashay bhi nahi panta, status ko
I can dispose of the matter. You may go to any court to take a decision in your favor that you have reared the fees. This money will be kept reserved. Whosoever succeeds in the dispute, he will get that money.
My lords, my fees.
ଆପଣ କିଛି ଆସୁନି ଆଜ୍ଞା, ସେ ଲୋକ ମରିଗଲାଣି। ରସିଦ 2000 ଟଙ୍କାରେ ଆପଣ 1 ଲକ୍ଷ ଟଙ୍କାରେ କିଣିକି ପକେଇଛନ୍ତି।
ଏଇ ଫିସ୍ ଯୋଉଟା ହାର୍ଭେଷ୍ଟ ହବ ସେଇଟା ରହୁ BDOଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ବା ଏଇ କୋର୍ଟରେ ଡିପୋଜିଟ ରହୁ, ତାପରେ ଅକ୍ସନ ହଉ।
ତା ବାହାରେ କଣ ଆଉ କିଛି ଫିସ୍ ଅଛି କି?
ନାଇଁ, ତାପରେ ଅକ୍ସନ ହଉ, ନହେଲେ କଣ ହବ ଅକ୍ସନ ପରଚେଜ
ଆମେ ଧରି ସାରିଲା ପରେ କି କାହିଁ ନବ ଅକ୍ସନରେ, କେ ମରିଯିବେ, ମଲା ମାଛକୁ ନେବେନି,
ସେ ତାର ନିଜେ ଛାଡିବ, ନିଜେ ରିଅର କରିବ ନବ।
ସେ ତ ପୋଖରୀ ନାହିଁ, ରେଭିନ୍ୟୁ ରେକର୍ଡରେ ପୋଖରୀ ନାହିଁ।
ଦେଖିବା ସେଇଟା ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ଆସିବ ଆପରେ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତାପରେ ଏଇ ମ୍ୟାଟେରିଆଲ ଆସିବ, ପୋଖରୀ ଅଛି ନା କାଗଜ ପତ୍ରରେ ଚାଷ ହଉଛି।
admitted case of both
ପଞ୍ଚାୟତ is to, ଆଜ୍ଞା ପଞ୍ଚାୟତ ନିଲାମରେ ଏଥିରେ ନିଲାମ କିଛି ହେଇନି।
ମୁଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ROR ବି ଦେଇଛି ତା ପତିତ ଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ମୂଳର ଜଳାଶୟ ବି ନୁହେଁ।
Second working week ରେ list ହବ after vacation. Next.
Item 38, sorry, that item 36, my lord, with your lordship's permission, my lords. First week after vacation, your lordship has kept it. First week after vacation, kindly, your lordship may observe the counter if any in the meanwhile. Because last week, Mr.
All right.
Punia themselves
No,
filed counter.
counters are already there. They may be adopting
Like
those.
your lordship said, that we will not adopt that counter.
Okay, all right. Lekhi diyo khali. Lekha, in the event the newly added opposite party is desirous of filing counter, they should file counter within 1 week of the receipt of notice.
So item 37 ରେ ଗୋଟେ free copy ଗୋଟେ
Free copy of order be handed over.
item 37.
Item 38.
Yes, ये 22 matter कौन urgency ଥିରେ ଅଛି?
I'm appealing for the petitioner, madam.
Petitioner.
Yes, madam. I filed a date sheet also, madam.
What urgency? 4ଟା ବାଜିଲାଣି 22 ମସିହା matter.
କାଲି ଆସୁଥିଲେ ସେ କଣ ହେଲାଣି ନା notary registration certificate has been cancelled, madam.
ପଡିବନି ଆଜ୍ଞା କେସ୍ ସବୁ।
କାଲି ଆସୁ 3 ବର୍ଷ ହେଲାଣି suffering, madam.
ଭେକେସନ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ହେଇପାରିବନି କେସ୍।
ପିଲାମାନେ ପାଉନାହାନ୍ତି, 2-3ଟା ଛୁଆ ବାହା କରିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, କିଛି କରିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି। And professionally ସେମିତି କିଛି ନାହିଁ, ତେଣୁ ଏୟା ଉପରେ
you are appealing in this case?
No, state is there, state is there.
Okay, all right, argue.
Yes, madam. Let's look at the date sheet, madam. Events of date, madam. I've given date sheet, madam.
No, which case you are arguing? There are two cases. One
10,000. Let's look at me. 10,000. 10,019. First case.
10,019. All right. Yes.
I filed a date sheet, madam. Small date sheet.
What is the case? What is the case?
Case is that the cancellation of the notary registration certificate of the petitioner is the question before your lordship, madam.
Pardon, cancellation
of the notary license. The notary license has been cancelled by the government under Rule 13 of the Notary's Rule, madam.
Notary Act achi,
Act is Rule, yes, madam. Act 10 says.
Act sangere rule thibo.
All
right, now place the date chart here.
Yes,
madam. It appealable no?
No appealable no. Government has passed the order, but appeal to whom? And I have also filed a review. That was also rejected. Again, I filed a writ application. That is subsequent writ.
Okay.
First, let's take a look at 2/3/2009.
Yes.
Let's say got the date sheet, madam?
Yes, yes.
2/3/2009. Issuance of notary public license in favor of the petitioner. 16/11/2008. Complaint by one Sonia Behera. 28/2018. Inquiry initiated against the petitioner under Rule 13(1) of Notary's Rule 956. 5/12/2018. So-cause notice issued to the petitioner. 28/12/2018. Reply submitted by the petitioner. 1/3/2019. Notice issued fixing the date of hearing by the law department, and the date of hearing was fixed on 23/3/2019. Then, my lord, 23/3/2019 hearing was not held. 25/3/2000 notice issued fixing the date of hearing on 28/4/2019. 15/5/2000 notification cancelled the notary public license of petitioner.
Oh, hearing has been made.
No hearing, my lord. Lordship, can you turn to the statute? Please.
Now come to your pleading.
Pleading, my lord.
That there is no hearing.
There is no hearing, I have categorically stated. And secondly, my lord, Lordship, can you turn to the page 19 is the complaint, my lord.
No, in the writ application, wherever pleaded, there is no hearing of this proceeding.
There is no, my contention is there is no inquiry under Rule 13.
Okay.
Under Rule 13(6), there was no inquiry. Therefore, I am bringing your lordship's attention towards section 10 first.
Yes, section 10.
The government appointing any notary may, by order, remove from register maintained by it under section 4 the name of the notary if he makes a request to that effect, has not paid any fee required to be paid by him, my lord, is an undischarged insolvent has been found upon inquiry in the prescribed manner to be, let's look at matter, has been found upon inquiry in the prescribed manner to be guilty of such professional or other misconduct as in the opinion of the government renders him unfit to practice as a notary. So it categorically speaks that should be inquiry in terms of the rule. Lordship, can you turn to the rule 13? Rule, sub-rule 6, man.
Yes.
If on perusal of the written statement, if any, of the
No, no,
notary
before
concerned,
that, before that, please read 13 रे inquiry विषय गोटे कोठी अछि.
13 first matter, an inquiry into the misconduct of a notary may be initiated either suo motu by the applicant or a complaint received in form X.
So 13.1. So 13.1 is relevant.
Yes, madam.
Before passing order, an inquiry is to be conducted.
Bow down, madam. Bow down.
Hela.
Then, madam,
then every such complaint, seta hela two-ta hela complaint, what should contain in the complaint?
Content, madam. Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Then appropriate government shall return a complaint which is not in proper. 3 is not
Madam.
relevant. 60 days, within 60 days ordinarily of the receipt of complaint, the appropriate government shall send a copy thereof to the notary.
As entered in the register notice.
Where an inquiry is initiated suo motu by the appropriate government, the appropriate government shall send the notary statement specifying the charge or charges against him together with the particulars of the oral or documentary evidence relied upon it in support of such charge. An inquiry has been initiated within 14 days of service on him, copy of complaint sub-rule so and so, as the case may be within such time may be extended by the appropriate government forward to that government a written statement in its defense. So inquiry, then a written statement, then
sub-rule 6, madam. If on a perusal of the written statement, if of the notary concerned and other relevant documents and papers, the appropriate government consider that there is a prima facie case against such notary, the appropriate government shall cause an inquiry.
So there is two-stage inquiry.
Yes, madam.
There is two-stage inquiry.
Yes, madam.
Lordship.
What is your response?
No, sir. Inquiry, in fact, has been caused in this case. Your Lordship may kindly come to the counter affidavit file.
There are two-stage prescription.
Lordship.
One, prior to government enters into an inquiry.
My lords.
As per 13.1. So you find out whether there has been two inquiry involved or not.
No.
And what is your other argument? You have not been provided with the opportunity of hearing.
No, that has been
Actually, no inquiry was conducted. I was never confronted with the.
So therefore, he confines to the allegation. There is no inquiry at all conducted.
My lords, because he has been heard at length, Lordship, that in the impugned order.
You produce the file, it will show. Have you examined the file?
Lords, I call for the entire file, Your Lordship, but what were filed in the counter, in the impugned order itself, there is a specific statement that there has been a inquiry thoroughly conducted, and it was found that this particular notary.
Then why don't you get your file and supply it?
Lordship, may give me 1 week time, I'll get the entire file.
Sometimes they just give some sort of explanation.
No, here, Your Lordship, he has in
This
fact
is the pinpointed allegation.
Lordship.
So that there is no inquiry.
My lords.
And the rule 13 says two-stage of inquiry.
Lordship.
After the inquiry, a written statement of objection will be taken, then both will be sent for to government for another inquiry. 13.6 says, if on a perusal of the written statement, if any of the notary concerned or other relevant document means the inquiry 13.1.
Lordship.
And papers, the appropriate government consider there is a prima facie case against such notary, the appropriate government shall cause an inquiry to be made in the matter by the competent authority. So this is second stage inquiry. And if appropriate government is of opinion there is no prima facie case, the complaint shall be filed So therefore, here you have taken out his notaries.
No, whether that second inquiry or not, that I'll have to take, Your Lordship.
That you have to take.
Because the case is very simple, Your Lordship. Here, what the notary has done, in fact, apart from all these technicalities, Your Lordship, is that he has annulled a marriage through an affidavit, Your Lordship, which comes under misconduct as per the.
For that, there is a prescription. There is
Is
a
that-
prescription how the license will be terminated.
Yes,
So
yes,
you
that's
can't avoid because of the serious allegation apparent on the face of the complaint.
my lord.
You can take the straightway decision of taking out the license.
We cannot, my lords, we cannot.
So therefore, the moot question dependent on your record.
Lordship.
Bring the record.
I'll bring the record. I'll produce the
Friday
record.
koriba. Shuni ଦେଇଛି ଯେହେତୁ Friday koriba.
Lordship may call it right.
Add in Friday. This could record the serious allegation of Sri Misra appearing for the senior advocate, appearing for the petitioner that there has been no following of the inquiry prescription provided at subsection 6, section 13 of the Notaries Rule 1956. Perusal of counter doesn't make it clear as to the inquiry indicated therein is an inquiry involving Rule 13.1 or Rule 13.6. Involve undertaken under Rule 13.1 or Rule 13.6. This court prefers find the Rule 13 prescribes two-stage inquiries before terminating the notary license of an individual. Yes. Place this matter on Friday, let the record be produced. Involving the inquiry be produced on the next day. Yes, postmaster. ସେଦିନ ଯୋଉ ତିନିଟା କହିଥିଲି ସେଦିନର
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୋର item 39 ଟା ସେଇ Friday କୁ ଆସୁ because I will not be available after vacation. I have
item 41 କହିଥିଲେ ମନେ ପକେଇବ parted matter.
ଏଇଟା 10 ମିନିଟ ଲାଗିବ ଆଜ୍ଞା 10 ମିନିଟରୁ ବେଶୀ ଲାଗିବ
39 ତ କାଲି ଆଣିବି ମୁଁ
କାଲି ଆଣନ୍ତୁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୁଁ ଆସୁଛି କାଲି ଆଣନ୍ତୁ
ଇଏ ଯାହା ରହିଗଲା ଇଏ କାଲିକି ଆସିବ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଇଏ ଯେତିକି ରହିଲା କାଲିକି ଆସିବ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଏବଂ ତା ଛଡା ଏ ଯୋଉ ଓଲ୍ଡ ମ୍ୟାଟର ଦେଖଉଥିଲି 17 ତିନିଟା ଦିଅ ଏବଂ ଯୋଉ ରହିଯାଇଛି ଗତ ସପ୍ତାହରେ କହିଥିଲି ତିନିଟା ଆସିବ ତିନିଟା ଦିଅ ହେଲା 8-9ଟା ଆଣ ଯେତିକି ବାଟ ଯାଇପାରିବା
I beg your pardon, item 41, last fresh admission, parted matter.
Fresh re mu kaha ko
last.
Sorry. I am trying my level best. Jeti bata jai pe lo
That's why I didn't mention mila. Aji padiyo boli bhagte.
Ji gota pare gota kor.
Again. Tera jehetu 23 mein seta last ko rahi jaଉଛି. Your lordship specifically stated.
देखियो. Yes. Each client has its own law.
Aar se kon bandila walu ko jana pade. File टा बांधिला बेलକୁ ता पेटटा थाए.
And there is no room for misunderstanding the judge.
Yes, sir.
Because I am sitting comfortably for 2 hours, some minutes, and trying my level best to finish cases.
Pressure
Trying my level best.